Welcome back, fellow scribes. Let's get into another round of Civ 7, shall we? We did pretty well as a Mina with that economy, I must say. And now we're going to play Himiko, Queen of War. All about that alliances and friendship, you know, keeping people happy. That's going to be the goal. We're going to try. So with that in mind, I'm going to take a Diplo point, and I figured that it is only fair that if people ally with me, they deserve a little give back. You know, a little give back, a little extra from us to them, and also them to us. So yeah, I want as many alliances as possible so I can take this. And then, of course, so I can take this 25% science from... I can only send that once, but yeah, that's the goal. So be friendly with everybody is going to be the play. And we're going to play Tonga. I have played Tonga as Teach. That was fun. And I definitely, you know, I do like Tonga. It is a lot of fun. The AI Himiko also apparently loves this. They almost always pick Tonga when they can. So we're going to give her a shot. Every time we choose the city-state, we get a trade route, but we cannot incorporate them or levy their units. So that's one downside. We also get influence on the palace and city halls when adjacent to coast. Looks like that's going to be the case here. And we get a Kalia, so we get 5 combat strength. Good old unique quarter here. Culture, food for resources, happiness, and culture from coast and wonders. That's great. These abilities are actually pretty good. I do like the 100% initiate. That's not too bad. 10 naval range. We could see how that goes. But I like this one here. I want to get Takuwaka. That's really going to feed into our science well. We get 2 science on fishing boats, on reefs, and all settlements. So that should equal to about 3. Now, before I plug this Diplo point in, because I'm going to get more influence, I'm just going to, you know, tag here just to make sure that we're good to go. This looks coastal, so I want to make sure we are coastal. And I like where we're at, so we're going to plant it. I'm not too worried about grabbing the ivory right away. We'll see about that. If anything, I'd probably either want maybe the llamas. The crabs wouldn't be a bad pickup. Each warehouse building, we're going to get food. So we got those kind of going for us. We also have crabs over here. So this is a pretty decent start. We got good adjacency bonuses we can work with on certain things. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. Also, I don't know what's right here that we could grab. And there's still some tiles in the abyss that we can kind of see. Not sure what we'll get, but we'll find out. So yeah, let's go in place here. All right, good. We are considered coastal. I thought so. I just wasn't sure if this continued on. It does. Perfect. So yep, we got that influence point, so we are coastal. So let's grab another influence point. A solid 2 for us here. And like I said, I know with Amina was also coastal, and I didn't settle on coast for the first one. Someone was kind of curious about that. I could have done that. I was more focused on, in that game, kind of where the resources were. Because it's like, when does this stuff activate? You know? It's like this one here. This influence activates immediately. And this stuff, I don't really have to be on coast for this. I just need to be close to water to get it. So that's always something to kind of think about. How soon... that's just how I look at it. Some people could definitely argue, hey, you should have done this instead. Totally fine. Totally fine. I'm just more... That's what I kind of look at. I'm like, what can I get immediately, and how long will it take for me to get the other things that I'm going... Like, when will those activate? Where's the opportunity cost? That's kind of what I'm looking at. All right, we're definitely going to grab about 3 of these bad boys. Also, cool thing about that unit, they are able to embark immediately. And that's part of the reason why with these guys you cannot take them out of the water for distant lands. They do not disembark in distant lands, as it says right there, but they can coastal raid. So if we find something nice and juicy over there, if it's on the coast, we can take it. Oh, we have 3 crabs in Lapaha. Oh, we're on fire. Also, look at this bay. I'm already loving it. Looks amazing. All right, now, to get the ball rolling, it's either sailing or animal husbandry, in my opinion. We got decent vegetation over here. We definitely got plenty of good water to work with. Like, we're going to be working with a lot of water. So the question is where we're going to work on first. And it looks like almost anything's going to be popping in the water, it looks like. So let me just check here, because we do want to get to writing, and currency, which does involve sailing and pottery. Man, let me check here. Looks like, okay, we don't really have much in the way of culture, but the monument would be big, because it is going to give us influence. Luckily, as long as we settle coastal, we'll make about as much influence as... Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that is accurate. Oh, on the palace. So that's only for this place. So we'll only make about half of our influence settling coastally versus what a monument would give us. I think I'm still going to go sailing, though. Even though these guys automatically disembark, I think we're going to be getting a lot of production out of going in the water. Oh, wow. I'm already seeing plenty of good places to settle. All right, so even though I don't want the elephants right away, I'm not going to lie. I'm also getting, like, that's a 5 tile right there. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a 5 tile. I mean, that's a 1 on everything. That's pretty good. So even though that resource doesn't help me, that tile really kicking in. All right, what are we getting? What are we getting? So we can grow and happy, or we can grab culture. Tough calls, but I think I'm going to do the culture. We want to get through that culture, start getting things rolling for us. Looks like we already found a city-state here. So let's go say hi. We've got Arcane. Nice to meet him. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I do want to befriend city-states. That's actually a big part of Tonga here. Don't do that, please. That's a big part of Tonga. The only problem is, are they in locations that I want? All right, what we got here? Meet a distant land civ, and the story will continue, or just get 25 culture. We'll go for a distant land civ. We're making quite a few people, so we'll go off of that. All right, we could head towards getting a lot of happiness with some dies. So the question is, are we wanting to run a happiness game this early? I'm not sure. I mean, we definitely need production. Also, we can grab some early science and production off of this reef. I think that might be a pretty good goal. Also gets us towards these llamas. It is 1 production. It's not great, but at this stage, it's fantastic. So I think we will do that. Yeah, let's head towards that for sure. I'm going to kind of go out this way. Definitely seems like a Tonga thing. Let's go up this. I want to see what's over here. All right, great. We do have an iron mine that we can make use of in Lapaha. That is great news. That's great news. All right, what do we got going on? Let's hop up here. A lot of good resources. A lot of good resources. Okay, we do have a mountain range here we could make use of right there. I don't really like that. I think I'm going to come in and settle somewhere to make use of this culture instead. I think that would be better. All right, let's change our policies. We're doing good on the science right now, surprisingly. So yeah, let's get a bit more culture. Normally you would do culture anyway. Well, just me. That's just me personally. All right, now let's take a look at what we're going into. I do want mysticism, but let's check our Tonga civics. Yeah, we do want to get to Heomanga Amaui. And luckily, we get to this way early. Like, this is what we're looking at. 32 turns and however long this takes versus the tech tree taking a solid, like, that is a long time to get there. So we can really pick this up very early. And that might be our culture push, actually. I think that might be our culture push. Because we get culture and food on fishing boats in this settlement. And let's take a look at our capital. Yeah, we can have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're going to get a lot. I can keep counting, but we're getting plenty. Getting plenty. Also, if we start early, we can start getting some of these good ones. Okay, we get a settlement limit. That's nice. There it is. I want this one first. This is going to plug in perfect. I want that production. So that's what we're going to start with. There we go. I just wanted to make sure this one goes first. Looks good. Yeah, we're going to run our civics first. I think that's the best thing. All right, lo and behold, the governments have been changed. Let's take a peek. What are we going to pick? Everything is a little different now. So, all right, classical republic. So we now get culture in happy or happier settlements. +4 if joyous. We can get 2 signs for each conquered settlement. I don't really think we're going to conquer. We're more of a, hey, welcome everybody in. But we'll have to see the celebration options as well to see what's better. I'm not going to lie, I read on these, I think I'm probably going to be an oligarch. I like just an automatic passive ability of 10 production towards buildings and 10% gold towards purchasing warehouse and fishing or fighting. Like, that's just good. That's just solid work right there. But let's check our celebrations. So we can get influence immediately, and we get 10% towards producing wonders. Okay, that's whatever. We can get 2 happiness on wonders, and these are the traditions that we can slot in. And then we have culture for displayed great works and joyous settlements, +2 for ecstatic. Okay, whatever. If we declare war, we can get war. We can get 20% towards upgrade, whatever. All right, that's kind of the usual. Science on production and production warehouse buildings for 6 turns. That's not bad, but yeah, I don't know about that one. And then 200 gold immediately. That's not a bad influx of gold, I guess. Food in towns that are connected, not bad. Food on warehouse buildings or +2, okay, and then 1 production on warehouse buildings, +2. I kind of like this one. Mainly just for the passive in and of itself. I mean, an extra culture or 4 isn't bad. The 100% influence, I know we are an influence civ. Like, this is our jam. But, you know, like, how often, yeah, an injection of 100 influence is pretty good. The question is the culture ability. I really don't see myself getting these works that early. Whereas warehouse buildings, I get pretty much immediately. Yeah, plus I can make them faster. So I think oligarchy's our way to go. So we're just going to plug that in. I didn't even check the turns, but we're at 7 turns for building stuff, which we will be building pretty much after we get our last guy out. All right, I kind of explore this way just a bit more. Okay, Kutai. We might actually... I might be up for befriending Kutai. Maybe. And now, right when I see this guy, it's like, hey, what'd you just say? 100 influence when you get into a celebration. Yeah, I'm also 33 turns away from a celebration, so we're not anywhere closer to what we're needing. All right, we got sailing out of the way. That's going to be a big boon for us. I don't like this, so I think I will come into animal husbandry, even though we do want to get our science rolling. I want to kind of have a little bit of some range. Also, we do have a lot of woods nearby, so that will be helpful. All right, we got our last guy. Could make another, not really feeling it. I say we get into some production here, kind of start pulling things ahead. So let's get into a fishing key. Definitely want to do that, and we'll put a harbor. That'll be just nice. Great boost for us here. All right, there we go. We've met someone right at the end. It's Xerxes. Pleasure, Xerxes. Pleasure. Yep, we're going to be friendly. Our whole thing is being friendly and talking it up. Okay, so initiating our stuff does cost, but when he sends us stuff, it's free. So what's he at? 10 science? I'm willing to offer that research now. Yeah, I can befriend these guys whenever or kill them. And I'd much rather handle that than whatever else he's got going on. All right, this guy's going this way. We'll go this way. We could actually do way more scouting, in my opinion, but tear down the winery so I can get 15 production, or I can take 75 gold. I'd rather take the production, I think. Yeah, so we're at 7. That shaved 2 whole turns. That's pretty good, because that food is going to equate to growth. And then we'll get our 1 ability in, which will definitely help us out. All right. Oh, I like over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we could maybe do a settle right here. I need to see what's over there first. Let's do a search ability. Been a while since we popped one of those off. Okay, now we're getting a good look. We want to be coastal as much as possible, but we also want to get in here. I don't like the fact that there's another city-state right here. All right, 30 culture or 45 science. I'm going to take the culture. I want to get through my civic tree as soon as possible. All right, let's pop across. Ooh, I'm liking this even more. All right, who's over here is the question. All right, I like how pretty much once I finish this, I will also finish my fishing key. That'll be pretty nice. Oh, see, look. Free. I love that. Yeah, give me that +6. I'm going to support almost everything they offer. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Wa is just fantastic. I love just the ability of like, hey, we're just going to be happy with each other. We met Teach. Pleasure, pleasure. We're going to be friendly. Going to keep it cordial. Keep it cordial. I know he's Republic of the Pirates, but hopefully we can get something going. All right, so who are you? Sundrapura. Okay, well, we're going to have to kill a city-state. I'm going to tell you that now. We're killing a city-state. Yep, we're going to have to do that. All right, good. We're growing. Let's immediately inject. This is actually 2 production for us. Oh, and that's actually 6 happiness. Yeah, so there's 3 on that. And since we have it in here, it's another 3. That's a boost. We're down to 10 turns now on our government stuff. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, let's get these units moving, huh? Yeah, I definitely want to get them going. Pretty much, we're not going to get too into the triumphs. You guys have seen them a few times. I keep using the default. Maybe I should start switching them up. But where are we at? Where's that 33%? Oh, that's an immediate right. It's down here. We will most likely get this. Most likely. Since we can actually go all the way to distant lands. Yeah, it's pretty much a... Oh, you got to be kidding me again. Really? Everybody's on the same darn continent. That's 6 natural wonders on one continent. That means there's at least 6 or so people here. That's not great. I'm not a fan of that. Whatever. We gotta deal with it. I mean, I'm fine with the, change, but it just feels like you just keep doing it. So it's not... Like, this is supposed to be fractal continents, not a... I am fractal continents, right? Oh, wrong button. It's a save button, ain't it? Yeah, I'm fractal continents. Like, come on. It's supposed to be continents. It's not just supposed to be one big old place. Oh, and there is Tecumseh. Okay, so I like gold. I like influence more. Influence is actually more important to me than gold, in my opinion. Yep, you see the star? Well, we're going to take some of that influence we just grabbed and use it to say hi. Oh, we could send a local festival. I actually... Oh, he is at 9. Or I can just keep buttering up Xerxes. I'm gonna bank that one. I'm going to bank that for a little bit. I need to come back around. Okay, we have an opener here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I cannot reach that. We need to settle over here. I'm trying to see where I can settle. I definitely want one down here just to keep Tecumseh from getting up near me, because I don't like him. All right, let's get pottery, and then we'll kind of... I don't like doing this, because I do kind of agree that like going down a certain path is better, but I do at least want to get this base just in this case, because this will allow me to figure out, I think I do want writing. I just wanted to have that slinger option, because there is kind of some enemies around here that I do not care for. All right, I thought we had another, you know, I'm just going to pop off here. What we got? All right, there's stuff over here. He's probably, we might be able to beat him to it. What we got here? Ooh, I can get closer to a celebration or 75 gold. That gave me up to about, what, 150? 150? Can I buy anything for 150? I mean, I could get a unit. That's an option. Speaking of units, I would love to just get a whole bunch of Tahinas, in all honesty, just to go out and explore the world. You know what? I'm going to take the happiness. Yeah, that's got us down to 3 turns. We want to get as much celebrations as we can. All right. Ooh, we found Sethep. Dang it. They're actually friendly. They're kind of in a spot I don't like, though. All right. What we got here? Oh, the gold option again. Well, let's just take the production and science. We're currently at 4. I think we can shave that down. About a 3 now. Perfect. That's a whole turn right there. All right. He stole that one. I'm going to try to grab this one if I can. I'm sending out guys to attack me. We're going to bail. We're bailing on that. All right, yeah, let's just keep moving. Okay, so we found Sethep. Let's kind of keep going this way. I need to see what's over here a bit more, but I don't really... I made a little oops on that. I didn't investigate as much as I should have. Okay, we can make 200 gold immediately, so we'd have 290. We could actually... That's a building. That is a building. So that kind of is kind of nice. Or we can just get food in towns for each... Oh, that's food in towns. Garbage. Just take the 200 gold then. Yeah, just take the 200 gold. Yeah, are you kidding me? No. All right, so we got 290. Oh, look, that's enough to get a settler out, too. Do we want a settler? Let's see here, because we got to worry about protection as well. So we could get out here, and that's not bad. It's not great either. Actually, that is pretty good. We're missing out on this marble. That's fine, but we are getting 5 resources, almost 6. Plus, it would allow us to not have to go all the way around. We can just scoot right through here. So I do kind of like that. There is also the possibility of stuff over here. I wish I could get over there, but Sunjapura is kind of being... you know, annoying. Do we want to scout our settler out this way? We could do that. I mean, I guarantee there's an option over here for us. You know what? I'm going to take the risk. Let's get ourselves a settler. We're going to see what's over here to settle. Look at that. All right, I'm loving this. Looking good. I like this mountain range. Very nice. All right, so we got a tradition slot, and we got the big one. And we're plugging that in immediately. That's big. That's going to boost our production. We're now cooking a 3 science. Look at these tiles. We're not even done yet. All right, 50 gold, 25 influence. Oh, give me that influence. I can finally befriend somebody. All right, so if I befriend Kutai, 1, 2, 3, I can't incorporate them, which is the bummer. But would I want to come in here and settle? I don't know. Arcane, I'm actually kind of thinking of. Sunjapura, I think I should befriend Sunjapura. Question is where I want to settle, because I have options. I think if I get this river, that'd be really nice. Let's actually investigate this river a bit more, because befriending him would actually close off Tecumseh a little bit, which I do enjoy. Look, everybody else is at 2 or 3. Good thing about that settler. All right. We're going to go into irrigation, actually. Before we get into writing, we're going to do irrigation. I just see so many rivers. I want to put down hanging gardens if I can. It's not a real big thing, but it's... Okay, and now we found Lafayette... Or not Lafayette. Sorry, Machiavelli. All right, we'll send him a friendly greeting. Okay, we don't have enough now, so it's fine. But it is something to think about. I could also send more stuff to people. Oh, I forgot to go back. We'll grab that next turn. Okay, looks like there is a few spots. Let's explore this way. Not really a good idea to scout out with your settler, but yeah, we're going to do it. All right, let's move up here. Okay, that is an idea. Destroy Sethep and then kind of settle on the other side of the mountains. Okay, so we got our productions done. I'm feeling probably some units at this point. I'm feeling a little open. I don't like it. Now what else we got here? So this is the culture for coastal terrain. So we do want to put that somewhere nice. We also still need to put in our... gotta think about our other buildings. Like, this is a great gold building. Or we can just take the big old culture boost and run with it. We also have a gold option out here for a 4. We have to figure out how we would get over there, of course. But that's an option. We have a nice 3 here as well. Now, we can't even get out here yet because we don't even have any connection. But it's just things to think about. So I say we hold off on this because, look, we're not really getting a big yield at the moment. Yeah, we're not getting a big yield. So we're going to build that later. Other stuff I do want to build, like a saw pit. I am 100% behind. Is this a pasture? It is. Okay, so that's more granary. Yeah, and I do want to put a saw pit in somewhere. For now, I'm going to get us to go for a warrior slinger combo just to be safe. Let's come back to this. Use our coastal raid ability. All right, what we got over here? What's looking good? Because I always believe Usually, I think your first 2 settles, if you can, not always, but if you can, try to set those as cities. Oh, here's the coastal raid. Let's do it. Minus 50 gold, but I get a free tech. I'll do that. Of course, it gave me irrigation. But hey, that gets me closer to building my hanging gardens, as I wish. And, oh, that's 0 turns. Well, let's grab masonry then. All right, what's going on over here? Why is this all red? It means there's somebody over here. I don't like that. All right, snag this. Celebration. I'm going to take the culture. Let's really get the Tonga civics out of the way, because I really want to get to Maui. All right, we also have pyramids unlocked. Now that we kind of have those out of the way, because we got that kind of for free. Oh, we can get a codex. We don't need that. Yeah, let's go into writing. It's kind of our push is writing. Right. So we can't settle in here. I'm just going to scout it out a bit more. See what we really got going on. Got a good river. I want to move further away, though, because I don't want to really encroach on my capital too much. All right, we got ourselves a warrior. Let's get down here. Okay, ooh, seeing some real good land. All right, you need to come this way. So that's where Port-au-Prince, that's probably his second. Okay, he also researched irrigation, most likely. Hanging gardens, where can we go? What can we do? If I go here, I get a solid 3 on my culture. It's pretty nice. I think I might expand out, though. I think that would be pretty good, especially if we go here. We can get a good science tile, and then we're able to get a good gold tile out of it, too. So I think that'd be kind of a good idea. So yeah, let's plan for that. And we'll go ahead and get the slinger. I know that's like, you should be going for wonders right away if you're going to go for them. But I kind of want to get this slinger out at least. Oh, I love supporting things for free. Actually, speaking of supporting, we might have to send something out. How we looking? Oh, he is helpful. So that's another 4 science for us. All right, we're actually looking pretty solid on the science. We can up that some more. In fact, we should talk to somebody else besides him. I don't particularly want to talk to Tecumseh, but he is the lowest on the science tree at the moment. Okay, looks like we still have science going with Xerxes. For 2 more turns. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's keep exploring this way. Got another city-state. All right, I know it recommends this. I'm not going to do that. It would be coastal, but I want to keep exploring our options. Okay, so we got some rubies up here. What else we got kind of cooking, huh? All right. Port-au-Prince. Good. Kind of gives me an idea of how we'd want to settle things a little more. Yeah, I'm all for open borders. Go ahead. We are at 218. I do need to think about another thing. So we'll see how that goes. Right. There we go. I don't know how he didn't grab that, but we found his settle. So that's... Oh, Machiavelli's already at 3 of 3. Good for him. All right, we're into building our wonder now. That's pretty good. All right, we're starting to see what's going on over here. All right, so major river. Good to know. We need to be coastal if we want a city. Only our cities are really getting that boost. All right, so should we head towards the crabs or more llamas? I say we kind of need a bit more production, so I'm going to do the llama run. I think we're going to grab those. I can just accept it for gold. I will accept for gold. Yeah, I do need more people to like me, though. So, what else we got? Let's just keep going along the coast here. Not bad. Okay, that actually looks like it went down even more. Oh, that's right, because we got some production out of it. Okay, looking pretty good. I might try to do pyramids as well. We do have enough minor rivers that it would be useful. Okay, there we are. More coastal area to look at. Snag this here. I'm definitely composing those songs. Now we're 1 turn on our Tonga. All right, now that I have a better look here and kind of decide what we're doing, I'm thinking maybe I come up here. This might not be a bad take. Okay, I would be able to get the Cowrie. That's a pretty good boost. Okay, maybe not. I don't want to forward settle him too much, but I do want to find a good spot in here. All right, that'd be our 3. Okay, we've unlocked trade route range. Don't care, but we got our settlement limit. And we've unlocked that, so that's pretty good. All right, yeah, I will support that. 3 extra happiness is pretty nice. All right. Yeah, we don't need that. Actually, I'm going to come in. We need to kind of see what this land's showing, since it is our land. Okay, so we stop just shy here. So I could do a big land settle if I need to. I go here. It does stop right there. I just don't know what the rest of the stuff is. I mean, we're seeing some really good land. I just need to kind of decide where the spot is. Okay, I'm going to research a little bit more here. Not a great idea, but it's what we're doing. All right, looks like you want to attack my guy. I'm going to do a zone of control here. All right, let's continue onward, shall we? All right, you guys made it down here. That's great. All right, there's Tecumseh. Is he still at... All right, I'm the only one that hasn't settled yet, so that's on me. Defenseless settlement. Not quite. Let's get rid of this guy. There we go. I know, wish we had an army commander for that, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. I kind of wish you had done that differently. Okay, so influence on the palace and city. Oh, it is city halls. Okay, well, guys, you can call me an idiot. We're coming back up. We figured out our location then. Oh, we found Great Blue Hole. I wish I could get that. Somehow I was the first to discover that. And now we've met Gilgamesh. And we're going to be friendly with him too. Yeah, dude, that is so weird when he does that. All right, he's at 32 science, so I'm not talking to him. Dang, you're at 32 as well? All right, I might talk to... Actually, I'm going to keep talking to Xerxes, I think. No, we're already buttering him up. Let's butter up Tecumseh a bit more. Yeah, there we go. That seems like a good idea. All right, yeah, let's get up here. We're going to settle this. We just need to be on the coast. I'll move up one. There we go. My luck, he'll flood right when I'm trying to heal him. All right. We found our mistakes. We got to move on. What did we get? Ooh, science, please. Beautiful. All right, let's move on. Writing 2. That's not a bad idea. I think we go into currency. I kind of want to go down that tree. Maybe we can actually get some stuff here if people will allow it. Goodness, their science is so high. I got to up this even more. I'm just trying to get a few wonders in Antiquity, okay? Maybe I should be accepting all these, but I see gold, and, you know, my eyes alight with joy. All right, yeah, this actually is not a bad settle. It's far enough away for me to enjoy it. Oh, you just have a regular happy. I don't like that. Be happier. Be much happier, please. All right, this would secure... Yeah, we should probably go for a 10% science, maybe. Horses aren't bad either. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of fine with this. Yeah, let's get out here, kind of secure this from Arcane, because they don't need it. I do. Painted rock. Interesting. Okay, there we go. All right, we're moving along for our civ. We almost got the last one. All right, let's kind of run away a little bit. All right, there we go. Keep grabbing stuff here. We're definitely doing some great exploration. We'll run away from this. No need to worry. No need to worry. Actually, they're far enough away. Let's befriend them. Yeah, let's befriend them. Seems like a good idea. Oh, thank you, Machiavelli. I love open markets. I love open markets. Oh, Taloa, that is not good. We definitely need a little bit of help there. Slinger should be able to lock this down a little bit, hopefully. And then Kuna, why does everybody get the wonders, man? He's right next to that. He can snag that. That ain't fair. I'll kind of leave that be. Snag this. Ooh, definitely. All right. Luckily, at the beginning, they don't exactly hurt you too much. Are you from Arcane? Please say you are. All right, good. So he is coastal. Probably befriend him too. I'm getting you out of the way. Just move you out of the picture, huh? All right, let's keep exploring this. There we go. Might send these guys to auto-explore a little bit. I'm not sure yet. Okay, that was Gate of All Nations from Xerxes, which is not a big surprise. All right. Just kind of keep sending them off, letting them know we mean business. Yep. All right, so who are we going to eliminate is the question. Okay. Not great. That might actually work. That might actually work. All right, we're finally at 2 of 5. We need to settle harder. I need more people. All right, let's throw that incense in. I don't know how well that jumped us. Would like to kind of see that. Oh, we haven't even plugged it in yet. So 7 is now 7.6. So we need a few more. Still, it's better than 0. All right, there we go. You're just going to stay here. I'm going to kind of sit tight on that one. All right. Perfect. Looks like they're leaving me alone. Let's get in the water here and kind of explore. Because we'll be able to see where we want to go much more, much earlier than everybody else. Ah, interesting. Okay, so now we've met Amina. Oh, Amina's in the game. Well, we'll try to be friendly with her. She's playing Buganda. Interesting. I thought her main choice was, I'm blanking on it right now. I thought her main choice was Axum. Guess not. I thought that was her civ. All right, how are we looking on stuff? 20. All right, I'm going to butter up Tecumseh a bit more with a local festival. I know we need more influence. We'll try to get that in time. All right, let's see what we got over here, huh? Loving the map. I think maybe we do stay coastal. Yeah, the way things are going, maybe we do stay coastal. All right. I don't like any of this. Yeah, you'll still be able to attack me. Let's go. There we go. Let's go this way. Okay, yeah, I'm under. The only one who matches me is Gilgamesh. So I need to get a few more settles in. Hopefully we get this Hanging Gardens, and then we can kind of get the ball rolling. I know I am kind of stunting myself on that. Building that right away. Okay, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I kind of saw that happening. All right, we're going to kind of run away from that. Okay, yeah, let's grab some more production and 6 happiness. Also, we kind of now secured our edges for Taloa, so we don't have to worry about Taloa anymore. Ooh, 100% Amina. Let's keep going. I want to be friendly with everybody. Oh, we got another helpful. Good, that's another 4 science. All right, and we're looking at a little bit extra production, so let's just keep going. All right, yeah, just kind of keep him at bay. We found some distant lands already, so that's a plus. All right. I think we're probably going to do another town, because I don't know if the other one's going to be... Yeah, you know what? I'll support that. Support you having a little extra. We almost have hanging gardens. I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and purchase... Okay, I cannot purchase a settler. I could purchase a warrior, or I can get a Kalia, which is not a bad idea to kind of protect my waters here. I think instead we're going to get a brick, or a saw pit. And so we're building there. This is a 2, but I can kind of come out one more. Although once this is built, I can also place something down. Tough choices. Tough choices. Let's leave that saw pit alone. It's only... That's about 2 production right now. That's actually pretty good. Let's go for a Kalia instead. I would like a boat. I would like a boat. Okay. That should probably keep you from getting too handsy. Alright, so what we got down here? What do we got? Because I don't think we're going to have much in the way of distant lands, honestly. Yep, I'm getting attacked by a slinger. There is hanging gardens. Wonderful. Wonderful. And now we have currency unlocked, so we could start building Colossus if we want. I was not expecting that. Okay. What else we got? We could go into navigation. I think... Yeah, kind of staying up top here is probably going to be our go-to. Let's go ahead and get that building settlers faster. Okay, so I can make 1 in 4 turns. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way, and then maybe we'll do a pyramid. I kind of like the idea of a pyramid. I think right here would be pretty good. So I kind of plan that out. All right, there we go. Oh, hello. How about goodbye, huh? All right, so... Gonna have to explore with a slinger here, but that's fine. Let's get you back out. All right, there is Gilgamesh. Pleasure. Are you attacking my... Oh, you're attacking my city. That's an interesting choice. Probably because you can't survive that. Open borders is fine with me. Hopefully we don't get too close to Xert. Oh, look at that. More science, more science. We're climbing. We're climbing. We need to keep climbing, though. We need to get higher. As high as we can. Oh, she's got a good science building right there. Yeah, we need to get some libraries and stuff up, too. I 100% agree. Oh, we finished it. So I can get... Oh, I'm going to take influence on my fishing keys. Definitely influence on fishing keys. We will be getting a lot of those plugged in. Okay, so still attacking my defense. You can leave now. Alright, so we got a celebration. I could get extra food in Taloa. I think I'm just going to take 200 gold immediately. Oh, well, I mean, it's there. Might as well plug it in. You are a little defenseless. I don't like that. Taloa, I'm going to buy you a fishing key. I know that sounds funny. Why would I buy him that? But a fishing key is actually influence. So let's do that. Also, it'll make this grow faster. And I can get closer to my cowrie, which I do want. Alright, lovely. I'm going to give you a heal here. We'll see what happens. I'll just kind of go down this. I might just set it to auto, this guy. He seems to be safe enough. All right, good. We've got a tradition slot. We've got this beautiful boy, and we've got the Maui we can build. So let's change our policies. Just plug that right in. For independence and distant lands, we have 100 influence towards them, which is great. I'm going to take another Diplo point. Economics isn't bad, but definitely want diplomacy. Let's go with diplomatic actions. I could care less about befriending. I mean, that's great, but we want to talk to people. We want to talk to people. Plus, with how we talk to people, we'll be saving a ton on things. Oh, look at that. 3 science. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just going to accept this. I kind of want you to be wore down by the independents around us. This I will accept, though. Yeah, we want to try to be friendly with everybody. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, the number just keeps climbing. I love it. 8. You are slightly higher than Tecumseh, so I am going to offer you a research collab to help us out. There we go. On the way to friendship. All right, now we're going to go into mysticism. I know discipline is probably what we should do. But I want to get in here, and I want to have the Fishboat Pantheon. Ah, Tiwanuku, look at that. 102 influence. That's, like, quick. We're definitely befriending them. All right, there's Nenev. Honestly, a very good look. Oh, we have found Batuto, or he has found us. We will definitely send a friendly greeting. And the moment he asks for maps, we will be saying yes. Now, speak to me, Ottoman. 49. Okay, we're doing pretty good on the science, mainly because we're being helpful with everybody, so they all love us. Like, the whole point is for everybody to love us. All right, so apparently I can settle there. That's gross. I'm going to come out here because I like this option the best. It even recommends it. All right, let's do one more kind of... All right, got a settler coming out and stuff, so looks like him and I are thinking the same thing. Oh, Tiwanuku's all by itself down here, and I'm the only one that'll know about it. How crazy is that? All right, let's go this way. Yeah, you're pretty safe. I think we'll auto this guy next turn. And I'm going to keep kind of moving these guys around as I see fit. I want to befriend you immediately. That is something I want to do. All right, we got Diplo action. I love accepting these for free. They're fantastic. My culture is low, though. I will admit I have a low culture. Actually, it's not that bad. Only Amina's kind of running away with it right now. I will just accept. I'm going to kind of let you all fight each other out. So that's just how that goes. Let's go this way. Oh, wow. Major stuff over there. One more. Okay, yep, and we'll auto him. Off he goes to the races. All right, I'm looking at this. I could probably take the coast pretty well up here. I think I'm kind of seeing where we might go. I kind of like it. All right, and an independent with Influence is pretty nice. All right, we got our Kalia. Let's send you up the way. Ooh, I don't like that slinger. All right, there's Chola. We can get through here very easily, which is very good. Okay, we can get the marble, which is a great idea because that is marine biomes, which we are. I care less about tundra, but marine is the way to go. 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we can take these tiles, no worries. I mean, they're mountains, it doesn't matter, but still. All right, are you going to get attacked is the question. No, but you did. So that's a bit of a bummer. Not a big deal, though. No, I need you to protect Taloa. That's why I made you. All right, let's keep accepting, keep being friendly. Everybody loves me. That's the goal. All right. Yua is kind of defenseless, kind of not. We'll just have to see how it goes. Oh, she befriended Moche immediately. That's fine. I'm taking Tiwanuku. Also, I get a trade route with him. Every time I befriend a city-state, I get a trade route. So that's awesome. All right, what we got over here? Oh, yeah, get away from that. Nope. I ain't playing that game. All right, so it looks like Tecumseh's starting to settle in nice. Oh, we have another friendly, so we just need to get Teach on our side. We're looking at a solid 52. That is really good. Really good. We're 31% through. We're working on pyramids. I am realizing I haven't worked towards my unique wonder, which we do need to kind of work on. Tecumseh settled too close to me. Little axe. Okay, so that would have been considered too close of a settle, huh? I'm going to be that guy. I should have befriended that sooner. I'm going to incite a raid on Tecumseh. Yeah, we're going to have them kind of raid him a little bit. Yeah, he has the burning arrows, so I doubt he'll really feel much of that hurt. But we'll give it a shot. All right. Okay, none of that matters. Oh, what got built now? Dersharican got built. Okay. That's to be expected. Good. We've unlocked what we needed. Have a settlement adjacent to a mountain. Have a settlement with 10 population, or it's just a mountain. Okay, so 50 science or 50 culture. So we're going to go down the culture tree a little bit. So we just need a 10. All right, we are getting attacked here. That's not good at all. The question is, oh, right, it'd have to be one or the other. Let's go with a warrior here. And can I get another? Okay, I can get another boat. Perfect. That should be perfect protection. All right, now as for this, 1, 2, okay, that is our full distance. And that's our full distance. Yeah, I say we kind of go off of that. There we go. Yeah, let's get towards that Cowrie while we can. What else can we do with our settlements here? So we get influence for coastal adjacency. We get a trade route with city-states. Yep, 30% towards that. We need to build that like as soon as we can. We definitely want to build our unique. What else do we have here? It looks about it. Oh, and just all settlements get production on fishing boats. Oh, production in cities. Science on reefs. Okay. Gotcha. All right, let's move on then. Something to keep in mind. All right. So, what should we go into next? Definitely discipline, I think, is now the time for discipline. Yeah, we definitely need an army commander. All right, so some stuff's been taken. Not surprising. I definitely want God of the Sea. We're going for fishing boat production. 2 gold in all settlements, definitely a plus. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the 10 trade range because I don't care. Because we get... Where is it at? Okay, no, this is fine. A little extra gold. Is it in this one? We should have a ability in here. Oh, we get the 2 production to city-states when we build our unique. Okay, gotcha. All right. That makes more sense. I knew I saw it in there somewhere. Oh, he's settling all around here. Good to know. All right. I'll kind of move you around and investigate up here a bit more. All right. Looks like they're healing. Good for them because we're about to not let that happen. It's a major victory. Yeah, let's hit that up. There we go. Ooh, I will definitely take 3 food in towns. It's free for me anyway. Everybody loves me. Tecumseh needs to start liking me more, though. Lapaha, where are we being attacked from? I don't see it. I do want to settle. I am starting to see a few more settles I need to make happen, though. They are not coastal either. That's fine. All right, Xerxes coming out this way. That's fine. That's to be expected. You're far enough out. I think I'm going to set you to auto as well. All right, so what do we got cooking here, huh? Oh, we can get a culture. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I do want to get these crabs and other things as well, but it's going to take some time. Yeah, let's go for the culture on this. That way we can at least have a little bit going on. Definitely want to come out here for the Cowrie when we can. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this gypsum would be kind of nice too. Let's go ahead and just get out here though. All right, auto explore you. I'm kind of done micromanaging you. I'm going to keep running away. I need to start getting out this way. My problem is I'm building wonders and I'm having a great time doing it. I say that and I'm only building 2. All right, let's mess with this guy. I might actually delete Arcane. Tarsus right on my doorstep, huh? Not too thrilled about that. Not too thrilled about it. He's finished building Colossus. Dang, Xerxes, that was fast. Well, actually, we did get through to this. Let's go for the Great Lighthouse. Settlement under threat, not entirely. Yeah, I'm going to delete Arcane. We're deleting that. He's building pyramids. I should be able to finish this in the 3 turns I have. I hope. I'd be a little ticked if I didn't, because it is kind of close to, you know, being finished. All right, let's get rid of you. Perfect. Let's start dealing some damage to you. Let's see, we got 110. Not enough. I think I am starting to hit a bit of a production crunch a little bit. Apaha does need a little more TLC. Right, yeah, you're trying to kill my slinger, and I just can't do much with that. Narrative choice. Oh, we got a migrant from Painted Rock. That's great. That will actually be quite helpful. Let's get you in here. Wonderful. Yeah, let's see if he'll kind of step off now, huh? We're going to disperse this. There we go. Hunter culture. That actually helps us out quite a bit. All right, so -2 combat strength, +1 migrant, but -1 influence in towns. Ooh, the warriors will never be unburdened of this pain. Wow, all because... Wow! Okay, so Tonga does not like it when you kill city-states. That's good to know. So we can get 2 combat strength when defending, but 3 combat strength when attacking. Or I can get a migrant and lose influence in my towns. I'm just going to take the -2 defending. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely taking a codex. Yeah, I kind of need one of those. All right, now that that's out of the way. Wow, that's still open. All right, what do we want to go down? 20 culture per age, and I get a wildcard attribute. Petra, I can't build, but it would be nice to trade with people, because that adds more to being helpful. Oh, right, we're done with our Tongan civs. Actually, I am going to come here because I would like to do Mundo Perdido. So, yeah, let's go that route. Okay, so scouts. That could be pretty helpful, actually. You know what? This production... No, I'm building a wonder. Never mind. Never mind. Do not care. We're going to keep this as is. We'll do that movement later. Let's get you added in, though. Definitely want this production ASAP. And this happiness would be nice, too. Oh, he's a little happier. Okay. That's good to know. All right. 140. It's okay. So how do they get... What's, like, the total happiness here? So how does happiness scale? I wish I could see that. So you're pretty happy. And are you still pretty happy? I don't... You're just giving me... I don't like this. Show me the faces in here. I'm wondering if I should send this somewhere else. All right, I'm going to hold on to it in the capital. Whatever. Okay, yeah, like, see, I don't know what these faces mean. Is there a happiness thing? Let's look that up. Let's look up happiness, huh? I want to see how happiness has been changed. Global level, city level. Okay, yeah, that was helpful. Let me tell you. All right, let's move on. Oh, let's run away. We need to run away. Yep, we're going to get attacked. It's going to hurt a little more, too. But we also deal combat strength. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what we got down here? 25 science. Beautiful. That's not beautiful, right? Try to work our way around here. Got ourselves an army commander. Looks like we might as well just keep him in place. He should survive a turn. Let me buy a guy. I don't want to, but I will. There we go. All right. Warrior heal. And now we can use this guy to explore at least 1 turn that way. Right, we're in the water. I don't think he'll get attacked. Oh, Yillin. That would be a nice little pickup. There's pyramids. Good. That is a boost to all of our production everywhere. So what else do we got? So gold and production on improvements in districts in minor and navigable rivers. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to take the gold, Amina. I appreciate it. All right. Lapaha. I need to be building other stuff, but I am going to make Maui because that's going to be amazing for us. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be able to get out here anyway, would I? Well, if I put a lighthouse here, would I even put a lighthouse there? Not really. All right, so this is our gold spot. This is our science spot. This is another gold spot. No. This is a gold spot. Oh, I know what we're doing. No, we're going to do this. And we're going to get rid of gold. This is where our stuff's going right there. So, yep, that's how we're doing it. It's been decided. We're moving on. All right, you've uncovered that, and you can start uncovering coast this way. You got a slinger. Kind of protect our own here. Can I get through? Maybe. All right, so I'm at 3 settles. Wow, someone's at 5 of 4. Oh, okay, yeah, we're behind. We need to get settling. He's at 5 of 6. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to... Ooh, Machiavelli. The only downside is I will be boosting him. But then again, I'm going to boost everyone I... Oh, he wants to ally with me. Okay, and well, in that case, we're just going to do it. No reason to say no. Plus, it's a big boost for us. It's boosting him, too. But still. All right, we got a Diplo point. Oh, I can get a tradition slot? Ooh, what's this? Plus 25% relation from starting or supporting endeavors. Ooh. Oh, that's really good. I do want a tradition slot, though. I'm going to take this, though. I'm definitely taking this right now. Oh, look at all that happiness. Let's see if we can get Tecumseh to kind of come back to the table, huh? Good. He accepts. I think he'll end up liking us, too. There's our Diplo point. Let's get over here. All right. Now we got to kind of investigate how we're going to settle next. See, Thep, I think we got to maybe kill. Might have to... Okay, that slinger's dead, and I'm done with it. I'm done with it. You should be... Oh, you're not out of harm's way. Get over here. Good grief, man. I told you could be on your own because I thought you had it handled, but I guess not. Being chased down, aren't we? That's a problem. All right, let's get the cavalry. It's more science for us. All right, as for you... Oh, you know what? Yep, more science. Just grab all the science. That's an injection of 4 science into our economy right there. And we're going to keep it like that, too. All right, Taloa, apparently you're done. And maybe. I might actually have you grow a bit more. All right, what we got going on in here? I'm going to just come out and hit this guy. Yep. Oh, actually, since we cleared that out, we should definitely settle up here as well. I completely forgot about that. That's a settle happen. Needs to happen. All right, so I'm going to keep running away. That's like a full army commander. I told him to attack him, but apparently he's going for Teach. I'm sorry, Edward. I didn't ask him to attack you. All right, get out of my face, please. All right, I'm just going to come over here. All right, what we got? Okay. All right, guys, I figured it out. Maybe. This is what it is at this point. I should at least befriend Kutai if I can. We're going to have to get rid of Sethep. We're going to have to settle over here. We're going to kind of keep it all coastal like we should have. So, yeah, that's what we're going to... Okay, yeah, I killed him. That was on me. 100% messed that up. I'm sorry, sir. You have done a great service. Man, I'm getting all this stuff and I want to build it, but... It's ridiculous. 3 happiness. Yep, I'm going to agree to that. So how we looking here? Pretty solid. So, writing 2 would get us courtesy, which we don't need. I mean, we need it, just not right now. We should probably get to mathematics, honestly. Yeah, we're here to science, so let's science away. All right, you need to keep exploring. All right, we got a codex that we cannot display. We need to fix that. All right, there we go. Try to escape, please. Okay, I cannot shoot you because you're not near the situation. All right, let's go over here. Okay, island area. Kind of like what I'm seeing. Oh, Scythian Neapolis. And next turn we have enough. We could start befriend... Okay, he befriend Yilin. Gotcha. We're going to do Kutai. Was that because... Oh, we've met a new Civ. We've met Napoleon. We'll be friendly with him. So we'll have to wait another turn now. Yeah, I'm not going to send him a festival. Oh, perfect. Let's see if Xerxes is willing to take an alliance. He knows one other person I don't. Either way, alliance? Yes! 1, we got this. That's a beauty. 2, we're rocking even more of this, and we can now... We haven't done it yet, but we will do Queen of Wei here in just a little bit. I'm going to help Teach out, actually. I'm going to let him fight that. I know that sounds weird to say, but we're actually just here to rock it. All right, we're here just to rock it. Oh, perfect. I'm taking that settler. 100%, please. And now we're trading with them. That's great. Okay, let's go back up here. Keep you where you're at. Oh, no. Come back, actually. Let him come to us. Yeah, let him come to us. All right, we got this unlocked. We're basically going to have to see if we can get through one of these guys' lands. Let's get up here. I'm really glad we befriended Painted Rock. That gave us a lot of opening. Ooh, we got Long Cheng down here. Another good ability. Dang, there's all this stuff, but I have to get through a lot of people, so we're just going to have to ignore it. All right, Amina got Pyramid of the Sun. Please don't kill my guy. No! Dang it. I'm going to miss that guy. All right, we got another city-state. Perfect. Science on science buildings. We don't have any yet. We could do... Oh, that's right. We do have... Oh, never mind. I thought it was projects. That's right. More buildings, which would actually be 15... Well, I don't know how that's exactly how it does it, but what else we got? 2 signs on codices. I'm actually wondering if we just go for the step pyramid. We get happiness for every adjacent river tile. Where does it have to be placed? On tiles with a natural appeal. I say we go step pyramid. We can put those down pretty well. All right, I get a free monument purchase or a free market purchase. Ooh, those are good. I'm going to go with a free market right now. Oh, and we got an economic point. Let's grab that in here. Oh, we have hides. Okay, well, we're definitely dropping. I kind of want to keep all the production. This is a whole science, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 1 whole science. Well, I definitely want this. Could just move the happiness. So if I move the happiness... Okay, so instead of 4 happiness, I'm only getting 1. Let's keep this for now. I'd rather be down 4 happiness and up 3 production. And still keep my 1 science. All right, there's this. Oh, Gilgamesh. Let's see if he's willing to ally. Nobody's allied him yet. Sweet, because he wants to be in 1 alliance. He doesn't care if you're in multiple. Oh, man, look at all this. Everybody's loving me. Tecumseh just needs to come around. Tecumseh, I forgive you for the wrongs you've done me. Anything else that we've done? Okay, so he's mad about a suzerainty, and he settled too close to us. So, yeah, we can... Oh, happy with that. Okay, good. Yeah, just talk to me, man. Talk to me. We got this in the bag. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to try to heal here. We got our settler. Definitely want to come up here. Do I want to do this spot? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm wondering, because I need another city. I would like another city. I say we come out here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we'd miss out on the 10. Oh, but Taloa could pick up 10. Never mind. Oh, actually, I should come in 1. Yeah, no reason to be out here. We can be here. And Mua, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this would actually be okay. I like this spot better. I'd rather be out here. We already have coastal stuff here. So that answers that. Let's bring them in. We're going to have to be careful. I do want to try to get here if I can. I know that's kind of a tall ask, so we'll have to see what happens. But I would like that. And I also forgot that I was supposed to befriend a city-state right now. So let me go do that. Not Cthap. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of Kutai. 238. When did it get so high? Holy cow. Come on, Kutai. All right, we could get food for 6 turns. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I'm going to take 200 more gold. And we're going to gain sight on our scouts. And that's a free settler right there. Okay, see, boom, beautiful, because now we can come this way and get annoyed with where Cthap's at, because we're probably going to have to kill it. Either way, I'm going to start going this way. Competing Wonder. I should be able to snag this in the turns I have left. We'll see. Let's get you here and heal. I can also upgrade him. All right, let's explore this just a tad more. I'd like to get into this river a bit. All right, so hopefully we don't get one turned on our Wonder, but I would not be surprised if we did. I mean, we did build it kind of late, and we unlocked it so early, too. That is kind of bad. Who's weakening our alliance? What do you not like? What do you not like? What are we unhappy about? Started or supported the most endeavors that are in an alliance with someone else. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's not going to like us for that anyway. But if we keep talking to him, he'll probably be okay with it. Okay, so this warrior, I'm going to leave alone. All right, so let's see what's over here. Okay. And do we get our wonder? I think we got it. Why did it not go off? It should have been this turn. Is there a particular reason? I'm going to give him combat strength. We're going to try to keep supporting his stuff, keeping him happy. You know, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, you said you were 1 turn last, or you said you were 2 turns ago. Why are we like this? All right, I'm going to, actually, you know, I'm going to hit him. I just realized we're weak to defense. We got to attack. All right, I'm glad we got that little bit looked at. Let's go in here. More stuff to look at. Okay, now let's see. Did we get Maui or not? Looks like it because someone built Great Steel. Wonderful. That is culture on all of our fishing boats, and we are building fishing boats. I'm the river is me. Wanganui saying. Yeah, let's take a look at this. I haven't built Maui in a long time. Yeah, show her off. Boom, start chucking them. Start chucking. Oh, that's the other one. Okay, well, actually, I kind of like how that just leads right out to the water right there. Like, if you walk this path right here. Beautiful. All right, there's culture. There's a Petra unlock, which I don't even think we can build. No, but we can do Great Lighthouse, which I would like to attempt. I know, I just keep building wonders instead of what I need. Yes, if I can get Great Lighthouse here, that would be fantastic. Then we'd be cooking with everything over here. Okay, so I will support that, of course. We're at 102 science already. Look at that. Look at that science push. 80 from Machiavelli. He must be doing something pretty good. All right, let's get some extra culture. We are hurting in the culture department, but it's fine. I am going to go for Mundo Perdido. That is kind of a push for us. Trade opportunity with Parsa. I would like to trade with Parsa. Definitely, normally I don't take this, but the extra influence will be fantastic. Yep, I'm going to hit him again. Looks like he's lost his will to fight, which I'm 100% fine with. I don't want to fight him anyway. All right, there's Steel. Complete 10 endeavors that you initiated. Okay, so Gilgamesh out here initiating like crazy. Do I want to trade with Parsa? And the answer is probably yes. Sundapura. Oh, Sundapura. Actually, that would be pretty good too, because if we get that, the more trade routes we have with them, and when we finally get our unique in, we get 2 culture. So that's pretty good. I'm going to trade with Parsa. That's a pretty good use of our time. All right, let's get back out here. All right, let's get over here. Just kind of explore this out. What you got here? A nice saw pit library combo, huh? All right, very interesting. All right, let's just make sure here. Actually, this will be a good city. We'll lose some fishing boatage, but I don't care about that. The land is not bad, and we can get some decent adjacencies. So we can really work with this. We can get some dyes out here. We come out to a nice spot right here. We'll kind of let Mua lose on this, because we're kind of going this way. So yeah, we can make this into a good city, I think. Tatakamotonga. Tatakamotonga, I guess, is how you would pronounce that. We don't have enough slots right now, so let's actually go for the rubies and stuff. Oh, I forgot about our altars. Also haven't unlocked other things. I can get step pyramids, which are a big boost to our science. Purchase-wise, we could purchase some pretty good things. I do have a settler coming around. I need to move my boat. Okay, my boats are coming in to take care of Cthap. I'm sorry, Cthap. Is anybody befriending you? Doesn't look like it. Speaking of befriending, can we befriend Kutai here? I'm kind of tired of their business. And if they eat up this area, that's fine with me. So there's that. We got 626 gold. I think I need to make a purchase. The question is, do we go for a double? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a great gold tile for us. We also have a good culture out this way. Oh, actually, I should have a free monument, right? Oh, I have a free market. That's correct. We should put down the free market. Ah, I see. I see. Oh, this is a 3 over here, and this is a 3. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You know what? I'm going to bring my market over here. We got a free market. I know that looks amazing. I'm putting something better out there. Yeah, so let's put down our free market, and let's get our library going. It's a nice 3 on that. Oh, a 3 here, too. Oh, that is a nice... Okay. I'd rather put a culture building over there. All right, so yeah, let's get our 3 on this. Hopefully it turns into a 4. This would also turn into a 3. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Plus, that kind of solves that little problem, don't it? There we go. Extra science. We got adjacencies going. People are giving us the thumbs up. We have another slot. Lovely. Lovely. All right, let's continue. I also need to get these crabs running. Yeah, I need to get the crabs running. Look at that. It's a lot on the table that we could be using. All right, let's grow our town. I'm not going to bother with that. Can I get out here? No, I can't. Okay, let's go with, yeah, more fishing tiles. Just kind of secure this area up. I need to get out here. I do need to secure the horses, of course. And, yeah, let's grab this. We need to get out here. Oh, for a moment, I thought that was somebody else. That's me. I completely forgot. That's me. All right, not bad, not bad. Low happiness. Why are we unhappy? What's wrong? Why are we crying? What's with the tears, my friend? I guarantee it's a fine day to be us, okay? It's all gonna work out. All right, let's move on. Ooh, found Paris. Okay. How are we looking? 4 of 5. Okay, good. I could settle that and not going to. It's too crunched. Also, I mainly just want to kind of move around. See, Thep, I think we got to move because we can make a wonderful city here. Okay, you launched yourself onto my slinger for some reason. Or I can take more. Oh, let's just heal. Yeah, let's just heal. I don't want to be holding on to a combat strength that I'm not going to use. I might be able to sling through here. Pun intended. Yep. Keep you guys where you're at. Heal it up. Alright, so see Thep here. I kind of... How do I want to do this? Because I do want this mountain range. I do want it. Like, the mountain range is fantastic. Gets us a lot of culture buildings later. Honestly, I'd kind of like to multi-settle this. I'd like to, let's see, Kutai here. 1, 2, 3. So I could settle here. Preferably, I'd want here. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I could settle this. Do I want 1, 2, 3? Okay, so that ends there. So if I settle here, it would allow me to pick up this. See, Thep would hate me. 2, 3. Okay, so I say we settle this now. And then we can kind of see how Thep reacts, which they'll hate it, obviously. And then we'll deal with that. And then we can settle in here for a nice cultural type of area. Ooh, +5 trade route range. I will take a happiness on lighthouses. I need to build some of those too, by the way. I haven't built a single one. Oh, wow, look at that. But look at this. This is what I'm talking about. That is an amazing tile. That is an amazing tile. Now we gotta throw those crabs somewhere is the question. All right, so none of these have warehouse except for Taloa, which we can just do a little bit of this. It's 1 food, but it's 1 food more than it had. All right, what do you got over here? Not much, huh? All right, yeah, let's get these guys in position. You would. Move away, please. All right, let's settle this. See Thep hates us. That was to be expected. Falaloa, or Falaloa. Ooh, I will actually take this, which is kind of dumb when I look at it. All right, we're going to take this out. Move this out. Okay. Now, who was unhappy? That's right. You were unhappy, and now you're not. Everybody loves where they are. You guys love where we're at, okay? This is a great empire to be a part of. All right? Good. We've unlocked the amphitheater. Let's get some more science, or gold. Yeah, more gold, please. All the money. All right, defenseless. Yep, that's why we're here. Okay, there we go. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wow, they're getting decimated. All right, no, you stay where you're at. There we go. Now we can get out. Okay. Yep, looks good. Oh, I got a 4 science over here. That's an okay area. There's definitely... It's probably right there. All right, we're looking pretty good. This map is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about my start spot, I will admit, looking at the location. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay, let's see if we can get Great Lighthouse here. Oh, are we still being attacked in Falalio? Oh, we sure are. Get out of here. See you later. Alright, yep, I knew Thep would hate us for that, which is fine. We weren't befriending them anyway. Yeah, let's get the rubies. Be a good addition to our economy. I will definitely accept the food. Always happy to accept food. Settlement under threat. Yeah. All right, what do we want to do here? I need to get more buildings in. I think I need to start putting in some fishing keys and stuff. Do we want to drop anything? I'm almost making 2 science a turn here, so I'm going to keep that. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep what I got. I'm going to keep what I got. A second city would be pretty nice, though. All right, we got this unlocked. We can get him back to auto-exploring, I think. Let's get you in the water towards Falaloa. All right, let's get through here. Kutai. We'll slowly bring that up. Okay. Oh, before we hit next turn. Yeah, let's get a few... altars would be nice. Oh, altars are production, aren't they? Let me get an altar in Lapaha first. Boom. Yeah, that's happiness, plus that is more production. I was leaving that on there. Slot 15 resources across all settlements, and I get scientific attribute. I will take an attribute over an archer any day of the week. I can make archers. Look, yeah, that's not... wrong thing. Yeah, I can make an archer. 80 gold. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, man, look at all that. Look at all that. It's a shame that I lose this in the next age. The one complaint I have for pantheons. That's what I liked about 6, is that, you know, when you made your religion, your pantheon built on your religion. It's just all over, just a wonderful thing. Okay, you're gonna... I can't hit you. I don't like the fact I can't hit you, so I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run away from that. We're gonna put you on alert, I suppose. I'm going to have you set back to auto-explore. Let's get you over here to take care of this archer. Oh, I just realized, yeah, we can get through here. That's kind of nice. Ah, we made it. Let's get trading. Wonderful. We're trading with Parsa. We got silk, which really not a big deal for me right now, but we have it. Mainly, it was the Empire resources they had. That's what I wanted. All right, I need to make more gold. Hopefully we get Lighthouse here. If we do, that would be fantastic. And that is Lighthouse. Great. I like where it's at, too. Right in this, like, divot. It's perfect spot for it. He built the tower at Pharos, the greatest and most beautiful work of all, so that a light might shine for sailors far across the sea. Lucian of Samosata. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Been a while since I built this bad boy. Been a while. So that should give me a free merchant. Ah, well, great, we have Perdido, so now I need to go for that. All right, let's continue to grow here. I'm going to take over this area. Let's kind of secure this. I need a settle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we either need to settle here or here. Unfortunately, Machiavelli would hate this one. I mean, I'm going to have to rub shoulders against people at some point, but until then. All right, good. We've secured this. We could go to literacy. I also like the ideas of public life or tactics. I'd like a few more subtle limits as well. So let's take a look at that, because we're maxed at 5. We can get 2 more, and we're going to have to do 1 more to get to 8. And we definitely want to settle here or somewhere around here to secure all of Blue Hole. The question is, when we secure Blue Hole... 2 culture, yeah, 2 culture for all the fishing tiles adjacent. The question is, oh, look at all these. Okay, my bad. That's 3 science, 3 science, 3 science, 3 science. That's amazing pickup. So if we do it, okay, I think maybe we come here. I want to find a location that can secure, I know it doesn't matter, but if I had a settle spot that secured the most reefs, 1, 2, 3, but, okay, so it's not this one, although we could. I'm thinking either here or here. It's between these. It's between these. So we'll have to see what we can cook up. Anyway, we have 2 more settles, and then we have to settle 1 over to get 8 if we want to. So we got to think about that. What do we get in here? So there is the wildcard attribute, which would be amazing. That is always a good thing to pick up. I came here for Perdido, so we've already accomplished that. We could go for Wei Yang Palace, which is not a bad idea. Also, Emil Bell gives us a diplomatic endeavor. And you know what? I'm kind of leaning more towards my diplomacy. Let's have more stuff we can say to people to keep them happy. I want to keep these people happy. Speaking of keeping happy, let's see, 47 science. I think it's time we offer a research collab with our buddy here. Let's get him up to loving us. All right, great. We got Great Lighthouse. Big pickup. Oh, we can build Bursa as well. Where'd Bursa go? I almost feel like doing it. I'm going to hold off, though. So there's Bursa. Show me Perdido, though. This offers a science on improvements and 1 happiness on districts on tropical terrain. That's a big boost for us. A big boost. If we go here, oh, wow, that's a pretty hefty tile at that point. Oh, it leaves another 3 for us to work with on either or. So actually, that's really good. So where am I getting this gold? Okay, from the market. Gotcha. Or we go here and we have a 3. That would also work. Actually, I do like that. Yeah, let's go here. We have a 3 availability that we can make use of, and we're going to get a gold off of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So let's try to get Perdido in here. That'd be a great pickup. I know it's kind of throwing us around for stuff. We have no specialists right now, so it doesn't even matter. All right. In this case, I'm just going to sit tight with these 2 boats. Yeah, we kind of need to get him over here first. I got to get that archer out of the way. All right, I think it might be time. Who else can we trade with? Okay, that is a very good trade route. I will agree to that. Okay, we have an archer here. He is going to... Ooh, he'd shoot us for enough turns to probably kill us. We might have to run away. Oh, he's building fortifications. We might have a chance here. Let's go. Run. Let's get our guy back. All right, there we go. Let's get you pulled up. All right, we got to deal with Cthep here. Ah, Tecumseh has caused a diplomatic action. He has settled too close again. Ah, so that's the location. That is a very good spot. He needs to quit doing that. I am actually starting to get ticked off with him. All right, witness her we shall. Welcome. Welcome, Saida. Welcome. What do you have? 3 happiness. I'm rocking a 96, so I'm actually quite fine. Dang, Gilgamesh at 129, you crazy man. At 73. You know what? We got it. Let's talk. Let's send it on out. We want to be friendly with everybody. All right, my locations are starting to be connected, so this is starting to appeal to me more. I'm going to go ahead and grab 200 more gold, though. I don't have any of these, so I might as well just plug this in, even though that doesn't really matter. All right, there's the archer. He can hit me, which is not good. Oh, let's hop across here. All right, yeah, dude, you are really trying to push down our relations as much as possible, aren't you? I'm not having it, dude. You're really starting to tick me off. I'm going to have to start building military, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, and you're forcing my hand, which is what annoys me immensely. All right, let's get a fishing key in here. Yep, let's put that right there. Boom, gorgeous. Why is it a culture? Don't tell me. 1 culture and 1 food on fishing boats in this settlement. Warehouse bonus, plus 1 culture. Okay, never mind. Must be for something else. Might be my unique thing. Let's move on. Okay, good, that's him. I was worried if it was Tecumseh, we'd be in trouble. So I need to get as close as possible. Hope I can survive this attack and get far enough away. Let's secure the... Oh, there's more science. Let's snag that. Always snag the science. All right, so you cannot hit me. I'm going to try to coax you in a little bit. I could upgrade this. I'm not going to. In fact, I should come in here for another fishing key. It's not a bad idea. All right, if I go... Okay, if I get a lighthouse, I'd want it over here, wouldn't I? If I put it there, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be a good lighthouse tile. Yeah, let's go this. Well, I wouldn't really care, would I? I'd be after Blue Hole if I settled here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I kind of want this to capture a lot. Oh, man, I don't know. Does it really matter? I know, that's what you're all probably thinking. Does it really matter? And it doesn't. It really doesn't. I'm going to go here. There we go. I'm mainly grabbing fishing keys because they're giving me influence. All right, let's just sit here. Kind of see how this progresses. Ooh, what got built now? Oh, Emil Bell? Dang. It's actually not... That's not what I wanted to see. Yeah, I will die. Oh, nope. Can't shoot through woods. We have a chance. All right, let's secure the crabs. I think I just argued all this and then did that. Yeah, I did that. All right, let's support. Just keep supporting. We want alliances. We want people to love us. Teach. How are we feeling? Batuta loves us. Let's see if he wants to form an alliance. Looks like he would be up for it. Great. He accepted it. That's more science for us. We're up to 130. Who's our lowest ally? It looks like it might be Xerxes. 53, huh? 81. All right, 53 is the lowest. Let's give him a shot. We're going to send him friend of way. Let's do it. That is a 20% boost to all of our science, both him and I. Beautiful. All right, so we only have a few warehouse buildings at the moment. So you're making food. I don't want to lose this happiness. Looks like we have a bit of an issue. We're just going to hold on to that. We're going to stack it for now. We'll kind of investigate that in a while. Yeah, get across this. I should be in here. Ooh, what happened over here? Oh, I'll have 2 alliances. Apparently everybody wants to be allies with everybody, which, I mean, I'm not really against. All right, let's get rid of you. All right, perfect. And kind of heal up, see what happens with this. All right, you're really trying my patience. I don't like that. You're over here trying to cause problems as well. Okay, we're growing again. I'm going to secure this tin just to make sure Xerxes can't have it, even though we are pals. I need to see about more buildings. Taloa should get... Yeah, granary would be helpful, actually. So let's get a granary right here. There we go. Why am I getting culture on my warehouse buildings? I really don't know why I'm doing that. Why is that happening? I'm fine with it. I just want to know why it's happening, because I don't know why it is. Okay, I'm getting 2 over here as well. Was it someone I befriended? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, now what got built? Wei Yang Palace? Dang it. Okay, and he was able to kill me, so whatever, that's done. Alright, we've unlocked Pyramid of the Sun, which means nothing to me. Machiavelli beat me to mathematics? I just finished mathematics. Are you kidding me? That's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's get our gypsum. That's another boost for Mua. Yes, I want both of us to reveal, even though he will get a benefit out of it more than me. Alright, yeah, I just did mathematics, man. Really? Okay, well, it is what it is. We just gotta roll with the punches here. Oh, if we want free tech, we gotta get through the rest of this. So let's go ahead and get these out of the way. We definitely need to do some researches. Oh, you know what? This hasn't been built yet. Great Library. Let's go for that. Yeah, let's shoot for Great Library. Okay, I'm gonna drop this, because that is 3 production I can work with. We'll drop this. This is an extra production. Alright, that's pretty good. Sadly, we are losing happiness now, which we could inject back, but I like the science. So we're going to run this. Alright, so we lost 6 happiness. It's kind of, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to move in and see about just clearing this out. See how bad this archer decides to deal things. Alright, let's trade. There's Port-au-Prince. Lovely. I love it a lot. Alright, so we're going to keep... Well, we could stop citizenship if we want, but it's exactly 8 turns. Oh, both of these are 8 turns. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's pause citizenship. We wanted these for influence purposes, so we're going to stop and go for Oracle, even though that will most likely be taken. I'm just trying to get to settlement limits now. So we'll get Perdido here. We'll kind of move on from that. We do kind of have to see about a few other things. I do kind of feel like this should be 450, huh? I do feel like I want a second city. I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. Ideally, I should put a settle where Sithep is and make that a city, even if I don't get good production, or, well, I'll get good production, but if I won't get good science adjacency, at least it'll be a good culture adjacency, which I can work with. Oh, we found Mount Fuji. Well, that's kind of nice. Batuta owns that, huh? Good for him. So, alright, just a classic 2-2-2-2-2. Alright, we got a lot of alliances I'm happy with. There's Mundo Perdido. Let's get that looking at. Alright, very odd that it's clipping in there, but it's kind of funny. My light is great. I'm the path and the foothold of the people, because my eyes are of metal, while my teeth glitter with jewels. Papo, lovely. Lovely. Now, to be fair, I would like to point out, I am building a bunch of wonders. It is kind of hindering us a bit. But there's a reason I'm building these. These are wonders I kind of aimed for and kind of didn't. So I did aim for hanging because I wanted the expansionist attribute point. Well, I didn't exactly aim for pyramids. I just saw it as a good pickup. This sorta, because of where we're at, good tropical region for us to finally build Mundo. Of course, our wonder, but a lot of this is mainly just to bump up my adjacencies to make this really work. So I'm not like just trying to place a whole bunch down. We could go, and then I say that and I look at Bursa. Man, I really kind of want to build Bursa, but look at all this stuff we got to build. Yeah, we got to get some buildings in. We got to make some magic happen. Let's make the magic happen right here. And then the big one right there. That is 6 adjacency for a culture. That's the best adjacency you'll get. Also, we have a 10% build on buildings, so we can get these going really well. Now, let's just focus on this for now, because I'm a little worried about how Tecumseh's kind of being POS. Yeah, just straight up. He's just being that guy. All right, let's eliminate this. It's 100 more culture for us, which gets us closer to citizenship. Yeah, I'm going to hit you with just a regular. Should be fine. 1 turn and he'll be leaving us alone. So finally we can get him to, you know, quit it. So that'll be nice. What got built here? Bursa. Good thing we didn't build Bursa. Yep, see, look, he's leaving us alone now. We just had to tell him what's up. Yeah, I mean, Bursa would have been nice, but it's not really a big deal. Because I'm also focused on not only, like, not only am I focused on so, to put into perspective, Bursa over here, that's not bad, but I can make this work over here. I just need to get over there. So that's a 3 adjacency until I think llamas go away, so that would be different, but it's really good stuff. Like, you gotta equate the wonder that it's, what's the ability giving you, and then the adjacency of your actual buildings, you know, so it all kind of works together. Also, since my market's the only gold building, I'm definitely putting a science building over here. Maybe next stage, we'll see. Alright, they're starting to pop off with Nalanda and stuff. Not a surprise. That's a cultural one, which you can only get through certain means. So, you're trying to attack me. It's not going to work. See you later, bucko. Alright, we're safe. We're safe. Looking pretty good. Alright, look at all these yields now. Just an amazing abundance. Oh, am I getting science off of this? Because Oh, it is a tropical floodplain. Beautiful. That means it's working off Perdido. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is working off Perdido. It's working off of Maui. Makes this tile immaculate. And I'm going to snag that. Look at that. And then we're also working off 2 production for our ability, and then another 2 production because of the monument. Or not monument, sorry, altar. It's just amazing how you can stack that stuff. All right, we got to be careful spreading over here. I want to get a city location in here for sure. So we're going to kind of keep this light. Instead, we'll kind of go like along the coast and other things. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I kind of want to settle like right here. So it would be... I kind of just want to own this mountain for cultural purposes. So I might not even make it a city. In fact, I haven't made a single city. Tonga would be a good city, though. 450 only has 4 production, though. Good grief. 5 production, 2 production. I'm not making a lot of money in the production department, am I? 4 production. Yeah, our productions are very light. I would get production out of this from the fishing boats, though. Also, I can plug stuff into it. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have a bit of mines over here we can work with. And we got some stuff over here we can kind of work with. So it's not terrible. It's doable. In fact, I think we should go ahead and make this a city. Because our allocations are kind of more focused on science buildings, which we can get a nice science here. Or we can even, better yet, probably here maybe. Although this would still get crushed regardless. So maybe we do that one. Yeah, marble would still stay, I believe. At least we got a solid, like, 2 adjacency across the board for all of our science here, unless we build stuff. Okay, yeah, and then we need to get out this way, too. Let's go ahead and build this. Yep, I actually agree with this one. Even if it doesn't stay next stage, this is doable. Very doable. I want to get out this way, so let's start with... And we could do a granary. Has a bit of merit. I say we probably start off with a woodcutter at least. Yeah, so let's get that... yeah, let's get that saw pit going as a good start. There we go. Oh, maybe I just do a saw pit and brickyard to begin with. Not like I'd really need a granary here. I'd be doing fishing boats anyway. Actually, that is fair. That's very fair. Although we do have 2 spots that we are doing food on. Yeah, let's start off with a brickyard saw pit action. Start with that. Let's get you pushed in for some productions, because you definitely need them. You can finally drop this. Let's give you the gypsum for a solid 4 production. And we're kind of done with Wonders and Lapaha, so we can cut the production costs a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we can kind of work with that. We'll keep the science for now. Once we get a market in here, we'll have a little more room to kind of mess with things. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll take it for now. Look at that. Shaved like 2 whole turns off. All right, you're shooting my boats, which I'm not surprised with. Okay, we could build Great Library. That is innovation as well. That actually is something we should build. Apaha, where would we put that? This is actually kind of a big deal. Okay, that would actually be pretty good. No, I kind of want to keep this 3 available. So I'd rather go here. That kind of leaves a good addition. I'm just going to cancel this, see if I can buy it. 400 gold. Okay. Yeah, so let's focus on our wonder first. Hopefully we can get it. Hopefully. And it's funny because I just moved production out of the city, which is not good. So we're just going to have to see how that unfolds. All right, so where are we at? Oh, right, we finished that. Let's get this out of the way because we want a future tech as much as we can. Honestly, I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to force you to come to me. We're just going to play that game. All right, you're going to sit tight. I do need more military. All right, let's see here. I'm just worried when I'm going to hear that someone else is building Great Library because I would not be surprised. All right, yep, we're getting attacked. There's Oracle unlock. There is villas for the wheel. That's perfect. I'm actually going to take 50 gold, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to try to boost our production a little bit with a... No. Never mind. I need a bit more. Where's it at? I wanted to get a barracks. Yeah, I wanted a barracks. I could just finish this up and get our culture, though. That is kind of a steep cost, ain't it? 400 gold. I can come over here and get a fishing key for that. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Let's secure that in. Yeah, perfect. All right, so that works. Wonderful, because we want that influence. Speaking of influence... Tecumseh is starting to not like us some more. Well, that's too bad. Ooh, hey, Teach. You at war with anybody? Unfriendly with a few people, but we can make it work. I accept the alliance. That is even more science in our pocket. Lovely. I cannot talk to Napoleon. I kind of want to help him out. And by help him out, I mean help me out. All right, let's go for another settlement limit, if we could. Defenseless. Oh, Mua is defenseless. Well, let's fix that, shall we? We can take care of this guy real quick. Boom. See you later. All right, what do we got? So, oh, Ononona, so +1 food on food warehouse buildings in happy or happier settlements. Oh, that is a good pickup for us. We don't really have any fortifications at the moment, so let's plug this in. See how our food changes here. So this is probably a 1 food. You might be up higher. Oh, sorry. Kind of can't tell. Well, we're going to leave it be. All right, we got our warrior. I'm just going to kind of keep him as is. We almost have enough for another warehouse building. We'll see about that. So, okay, I'm just worried about... The only thing I'm keeping an eye on is when it says someone else is building this wonder. That's the only thing I'm focused on. All right, let's go ahead and secure some production. I want... You know what? I'm not destroying this yet, so let's take what we can get. We'll move that guy later. All right, I'll move this guy in. There we go. We'll swap him around. Shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, you know what? There we go. That works. I'm going to leave that be. Do not hit next turn. I want another... No, we have all of our fishing keys, actually. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5 fishing keys, so we're good there. In that case, could I get an altar? Might be a bit out of the price range. Yeah, just a tad. Let's go ahead and secure a harbor then. That will at least get us moving on production in Tatacomotonga. So that'll help. All right, so we got hit a little bit. Not a big deal. I'm just going to fall back and sit tight, pull you back, and watch the fireworks fly, huh? All right, let's get some horses. Oh, but 10 would be pretty good too. We can wait on the 10. Let's get the horses, make sure that he's not coming out here for too much. We won't be able to get these rubies, but we've secured our borders on Taloa pretty well. We could get food in all of our settlements, or 200 gold again. This injection of gold is actually not too bad. +1 food in all of my towns, though. I don't know if I could get a growth rate out of that. So I'm just going to take the gold. All right. And we have no specialists. Actually, I could just do that and, yeah, run it. Yeah, we'll just run that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to wait. I want him to come in and try to attack. Hopefully he steps on this tile. All right, so we got our last 2 locations. We'll settle here, and then we'll kind of see where that last settle is going to kind of fit in. All right, Kutai is looking fantastic. We're not going to do anything. Do I have any offers on the table? I would like to offer some science. Maybe could we kind of... All right, we need a little more stuff, because I don't want to be mean to Tecumseh. Unless we have to. All right, so we're doing that. Actually, how are our endeavors looking, by the way? Have 6 altars, have 7 wonders. We might actually get this. I might try it. If we get 2 more suzerainties, which... Actually, you know what? We could probably do that. Let me look around. There should be some people we could talk to. Oh, we found some distant lands. That's good. Keep him running. Painted rock. Oh, that's right. There's Long Chang here. Because we only need 2 more. Oh, let's do Kawaiji. Definitely. Would it be Kawaiji? Kawaji? Either way, that's a trade route we can get for being cheesy, and I like it. So we'll do that. That'll be our second. Should be about the same amount of time as Kutai, almost. So we're doing those. All right, that's a possibility. We're not really espionaging. We could do that, though. That isn't a bad idea. We're trying to do this. We're kind of doing... Let's see, 4, 5, 6... We'd only have to do 1 more trade route, actually. So there's that. Gold buildings, maybe. We'll see about these. I might do this, but it's... Do we really need to? Like, do I want this ability? Next stage. Like, is that worth it? Specialists I haven't even touched. Let's see, conquering, and we're not really doing conquering. I will be grabbing this for sure. I want astronomy. Because we are going to be very science-focused, so we'll be looking at that. Okay, so as for the immediates, we're spending some money. Almost got the Empire. We already accomplished that. We already used it, too. That settler came in clutch. You almost always get a settler with Tonga, just to be sure, just so you know. All right, yeah, we'll kind of leave it. I'm surprised I did not get this because it said it right when I unlocked mathematics. So I guess Machiavelli had a turn on me. There's Terracotta Army, that's fine. I'd be more worried about... Oh, there it is, Competing Wonder. All right, we are 2 turns. Take me to where it's being built. All right, so, yep, Machiavelli and I are competing for science right now. That's what's going on. So he's there. That's a great 3, by the way, if he gets it. So he just started. I am mostly done. So I should be able to acquire this. I should. That is the hope. I'm going to go for this. I wouldn't mind Halicarnassus either. All right, we're over here. I think... Has Oracle been built? It has not. I think I'm going to try to Wonder Grab. And this is actually... Oh, that is a bummer. Oh, but it makes a 3 here, so you know what? I'll take it. Right when I put that down and I have to destroy it, right? All right, so let's go ahead and move this. We are getting production off of our woodcutters now. Oh, that is a bummer. So we are missing out on 1 tile, but that's fine. It is what it is. So that Tarsus has been there for a while. So it's a little unfortunate. It's not a big deal. We've at least secured most of this, so it's fine. I need to get a few more tiles running, but Here's Oracle. Hopefully we can snag it. Actually, if I could do a little cheat, that'd be pretty nice, because we do have a bit more production we can pick up with this altar, and I will do that. So that's still kept it at 11, but it is a bit more production. We can get a Kalia, or we can get a free altar purchase. I will take the altar purchase, actually. That would be fantastic. And that would kind of bump up our economy a little bit, depending on where we put it. And I think... would it be Taloa? Taloa has a few boats. Mua has a few boats. Falola also has a few. I think Falola has more. So let's do Falola. Let's get you a free fishing thing here. There we go. Well, we can be Bulgaria if we want. A little extra influx of cash. All right, the Kalia. Ah, this one first. Oh, it's going to be all my movement. All right, you sit tight. Let's get you right here. Try to move him as close as I can to attack this slinger here. All right. So try to build Oracle. Let's save up a bit of cash. I would love to get a market right here. Although, the other hand, I wouldn't mind putting my unique quarter there as well. That's a really good unique quarter. All right, we got a migrant. That will help us try to secure great library for sure. And look at this. 7, 7, 2, 2, 2, 1. Oh, man, these just ridiculous. Snag that right up. All right, so that's secured. We definitely want the Cowrie. Actually, let's just go ahead and secure this. All right, so there's that. +3 combat strength. Yep, I'll send that your way, Amina. Totally fine with me. Not a problem. Oh, 3 food and towns. Lovely, Batuta. What else you got? Everybody come to me. Keep sending those invites. I'm happy to accept them. Okay, wow, he is like one shot. That's crazy. All right, so what the dates? 2 food, 2 happiness. Okay, not bad. I'd love to plug some of this stuff in. I just need more room. I need to get some lighthouses in is what I need to do. Shame I didn't get Colossus, but hey, not a big deal. Like, we still got Great Lighthouse, which is a great pickup for our boating. We will probably be Hawaii next stage. Goodness. Yeah, you pick a cultural civ with Himiko, Queen of Wa, I should say, and you're going to be rocking it because she does so much science just by herself that you do a culture civ to just kind of prop that up. I mean, look at this. We're doing kind of terrible on culture, but it's not bad either. Like, we're just fine. All right, so what did we get here? So someone built Theoderic. That was Amina. I got Great Library. So the place for the Cure of the Soul. Inscription over the door at the library. Take a look at this. Been a while since we've acquired Great Library. That's 3 innovation points for us. And we're getting science on all of our science buildings, which is immaculate. We're going to be running away with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So there's that. That's a 4 science by itself, too. Oh, yeah. And 3 great work slots. Forgot about that. Beauty. Beauty. All right. We will support this Gilgamesh. See? He's still an ally. He was unhappy that we're talking to everybody else, and he still went, you know what? She's too cool for school. That's literally what he said. He's like, you know what? Kind of like this girl. It's like, yeah, exactly. Just leave it be. Just leave it be, man. All right. We got to do these at some point. Sometime soon, also. To be fair, I should have done this because then I got 2 free purchases of an altar, which would be pretty nice. So, yeah, that's something to think about. All right, but let's build up our economy a little bit. So, monument, maybe. I do want a lighthouse. That's kind of a must. So let's do this, and then let's finish up a lovely 4. And then after we do that, we're going to go into a lighthouse. We got a 7, we got an 8, an 8. Oh, man, these numbers are great. If I do this... Oh, no, I can't get across. Never mind. Yeah, I'd probably just do a solid 8 right here, honestly. That looks pretty good. Yeah, let's kind of... leave it to that right now. All right, here's your Kalia. Let's get you out of the way. You're gone. Let's kind of go up here to examine. All right, we're 8 turns away. I need to start thinking about a settler because I don't like keeping this open. Luckily, I did all that after everybody kind of settled in to where they were doing. So that kind of helps. Do I want to come out the 1? 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and secure this. Just kind of have the tiles ready. Oh, wow, we have a ton of space. We just need to make use, or we have a ton of resources. We just got to get slots. We're just missing slots. That's our downfall right now. Not enough slots. I'm just coming in here to investigate the location that we're planning on using. If I come here, I have the room. Yeah, but it doesn't really... Yeah, I need this ridge. I need the whole ridge. I just want to have the culture spot. All right, so you need to run away. Feisto's here. If I had enough, I'd be befriending you, for sure. Yeah, let's get you to safety, huh? Looks like we've uncovered a lot of the map. +1 culture on the Longi or influence. I will take the influence, please. That is a big boost of influence. Oh, and then there's Andropura here. Damask. Are you distant lands? I don't think you're a distant land settle. Oh, no, I think you are. Interesting, interesting. Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. All right, this map is very... out there. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we need this for some more culture. Let's get right up in here. Katai. Okay, we got 4 turns. That'll be good. Yeah, so let's kind of just turn it. We're just kind of moving and moseying. We have enough. Let's go ahead and buy our guy. So that way by the time we get into position, we will be able to just settle and use that right away. Because I don't like being under the limit too much. Unless, you know, there's a purpose. I do need to secure this soon, though. All right, so looks like we're free up here, so we'll take it. Yeah, because 4 turns, he's going to stop about each tile. All right, there's Halicarnassus if we want to grab. All right, so you're suggesting here. That leaves a 2, a 1, and a 2 available for us. I kind of get what they're going for. That still leaves this settle open. But if I go here, I get amazing tiles. 1, 2, 3. And then, like, look, it's a perfect distance to where we will touch with Teach, but it's not, like, going to be too upsetting for him, I would think. I don't think it would be. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, we also get the silk. That's a pretty good spot. We won't get this, incense, but that's not a big deal. Actually, if Santo Domingo would move around right, it could acquire it. So yeah, I like our position. Oh, we got 0 turns on stuff. That's actually amazing. Let's go ahead and take use of that. We need to get some codices and stuff. So yeah, let's get some codices for free. All right. Let's set you back to auto. How are we looking? Influence-wise, not terrible. Okay. Oh, we can investigate his little situation. All right. 285. I would love a harbor. It's going to get us an influx of gold that we can use. All right. Lovely. Okay, so we've got a codex and steel tech. A lot of stuff just happened. All right. Local festival. Okay. Have bestowed a gift. Revealed espionage. Okay, so she espionaged on me. Not a big deal. I really don't care. I'm not surprised she did. All right, secure that. Make sure we don't take any tiles from here. We have enough production. This will be a city, and it'll be a great city. So they suffer 0, obviously. Stole ironworking. Not a big deal. We're at 162. We're rocking it. Oh, Machiavelli's at 175. We're going to have to mess with that. Also, our culture is terrible, so that's why this whole thing is why I care about that. Secure another 0. Let's get another codex, which I find it funny it says 0 because it's not 0, because it's costing me a turn. If it was true 0, I'd be able just to click on it and get it. All right, there we go. There we go. Yep, pretty much by when that's over, we'll be in position, so perfect. Codex, combat strength. Let's go ahead and make sure our codices are... Oh, hey, look at that. All right, so we're up to 6. Oh, I could take another... I'm going to take 200 science, actually. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. All right, this is starting to look pretty good. We're going to go for this just to have some production and stuff for us. Ooh, 15% towards constructing wonders. I will support this, and because we are building Oracle. Now, the other question, can we build Halicarnassus? We can. It's going to be a long turn count, though, which I do not like. That is a downfall for it. That is a downfall. But if we go here, we make a lovely 4 tile. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I could also do that and make a 2 tile out here and a 4 tile. Because I know what this is. I know what that is. Or I could come over here and prep for at least a 3 on my gold, which isn't a bad idea. Oh, actually, well, if I put it here, I get 3 and 3 for the gold. So yeah, let's prep that. Not likely, but we're going to shoot for it anyway. In fact, actually, can I get a bit of stuff in here? Maybe a barracks or something? No, no dice. Okay, we're going to have to leave that then. Let's take the 6 gold. I have a feeling he's probably going for Carnassus, so we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go actually a settlement limit. That'll get us our 8 if we want. Yeah, you know what? I like having more. Also, that guarantees that I can do another settle right now, so we'll actually purchase our guy. That'll be perfect. And we can start working on Great Hole. All right. Yep, just going to keep grabbing these, and then once we have enough, we will pretty much... Arapika, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some more trade routes. All right, this is secured at the moment. Looks like he's actually trying to beat me to Oracle. Oh, never mind. Amina is. So she's started. I'm pretty good on that, so that works out in our favor. So we'll just have to see how this develops here. Overall, not too bad, I must say. All right, we've unlocked Colosseum. Definitely forgot about that. I don't even know if that's been built yet. Might have a chance at Colosseum. You are still growing. I'm going to leave these 2 tiles to the city there. Let's go ahead and just grab... Yeah, I'm just going to grab some of this, yeah. That'll work. Maybe I should start moving these into, you know, new territory, huh? It might be time to upgrade some city, or some towns into specialties. I'll take an ancient bridge. I'm actually up for that. Let's secure that ancient bridge, huh? All right, let's go into tactics. I want that other limit. 2 happiness and settlements. Oh, yeah, we can drop the trade range. We don't need that. There we go. I got a little extra happiness that we can work with. Oh, a quad. I do not like that. Apparently, I'm winning, so we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so. All right, I'm fine with those. All right, so, fella, you can take that tile. Okay, so. 2, 3. I'm pretty much shutting out this whole thing. So, yep, I like it. That will probably upset our one guy. Let's go ahead and just secure... Yeah, let's secure some culture. Go ahead and get a fishing key right here as well. Just already get that going. Okay, so he hates me now for some reason. Well, what's with the hate for? We want to race to suzerainty. Yep, that would do it. Oh, let's try to reconcile. Apparently, he's willing to reconcile. Yeah, our whole goal is just to sit back, you know, have a bevy, you know, chill out. All right, good. We've unlocked that. Actually, I'm not a fan of this, but we'll deal with it. Ooh, +3 happiness in cities. Don't mind me. More than willing to accept that. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to future tech at any point, which I am quite fine with. Oh, let's get some combat strength, though. We almost make this per turn, so this is actually pretty handy. This is better than I thought it was. I still don't like this food, but I actually will take it this time. Let's go with combat strength for fortified, I guess. I feel like Falave would be the only one getting the boost right now. All right, good. We got our lighthouse. That's more stuff. Let's go ahead and secure our academy. It's a good 8. Oh, wow. That's a solid 4, huh? 3 and then 1. Another 3. Another 3. All right, let's do... How do we want to do this? I know I'm going to put a gold building there. So, yeah, let's go here and secure a blacksmith as well. Is there any wonders we would care to do? Oh, Colosseum, huh? Of course, it's the only spot, and I kind of am not doing that. Yes, I know. I beat myself out of wonders because of certain things I do. I 100% know that, and I'm fine with it. All right, let's just do more production. And actually, I'm going to take some more gold right now. Oh, you have 2 buildings. Does this count as 2? Nope. Okay, so... Oh, it's 1 warehouse, 1 water, because it's 1 fishing key. Right. I'm still going to give you food anyway. Actually, no, I'm not going to give you the crabs. I'm going to give you this because it's more right now. That's right. Big brain. All right, we got that settled. I think most likely with Taloa or Mua... I'm going to have to see what's the ability for fishing, because, no, not that. Where is it? I had a unique ability. No, it had to do with fishing towns, I believe. Or is it a unique thing? Because I remember... Where is it at? Okay, no. Cannot city-state incorporate. That's fine. Okay, I'm missing out on it. I don't know exactly where it is. I know it has to do something with fishing towns. Alright, okay, so let's see what we got going next. I think Taloa is looking pretty good. Did we miss out on a wonder? Oracle. We missed out on Oracle. So Amina beat us to Oracle? You know what? I'm fine with this. A 5-turn into Carnassus is not a big loss to me. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, so we'll move into Carnassus. Let's go ahead and secure... Let's take the Empire right now. Yeah, let's take that. Desert, tropical, plains. That'll be pretty good. I don't think this is... tropical or anything. It's probably grasslands. Plains. Okay, yeah, looks like we might get a boost on that then. That'll be great for next age too. Love it. We will definitely be upgrading some more. I mean, we pretty much acquired all the wonders we wanted. We're 1 shy of the possible wonders of the ancient world, which would be kind of a nice pickup to throw us into the next age, perhaps. So we will keep trying. I don't know if we really have anything else. Oh, there is Colosseum, but I don't expect that to happen in... Tatakamotongo, so, and I'm not building it in Lapaha. We're just going to take the hit on Colosseum. If it happens, it happens. So, we actually fall back and heal. Oh, they're wrapping around. Okay. Or they're going to attack Falalo. Trying to get better at these names. I think I'm actually knocking it out pretty good. All right, we got a Codex. That's good. Where are we at on codices? Okay, we have 3 codices we need to slot, so... We're up to 6. We would be at 9. Looking at this, let's see if we can get a bit of production. Actually, could I make a purchase? Oh, a barracks would be perfect. I know we need the library, but I need production. And this 5 is actually not terrible. Yeah, this will eventually become a 2. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, let's go with this. Because we had something there, now it's gone, and now we're at 3 turns for Halicarnassus. That's great. So yeah, that's a good boost for us. All right, we got to leave this open a little bit because we do have... a little bit of stuff to pick up, so let's head for our food here. Just kind of keep grabbing at those. Oh, we have more production. We're going to go into the marble. That secures this, so we're fine now. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we got that. Plus, it is 10% on grasslands, tundra, and marine. So, not for these, but it's nice to have. I will definitely be supporting these. I guess they're trying to go for the last few wonders as well. Hopefully, that'll boost us. particularly. Yeah, let's finish this up, and then we'll start future teching and just going nuts. All right, I'm going to sit... actually, I'm going to bring you into Falave, because at least makes a little more sense here. Just a little, though. All right, we do need to get another settler out. I do want to take this specific spot. It secures all of Blue Hole, and that's what I want. I won't be able to get this wonderful tile, but we might settle around here maybe. In fact, if we settle it like this, we could actually come in and take a good chunk of land, which would be perfect. So I kind of like that idea. What we have here, found 8 settlements. Napoleon, good job. All right, there's codices, there's trade range. I will take culture on urban districts adjacent to volcanoes, or happiness on urban districts adjacent to volcanoes. I'll take the culture. I don't really think I'm getting anything out of that, though. I don't have anything next to a volcano yet. Let's go ahead and secure this. Just have the resources available. Falave needs to grow this way, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, yeah, let's finish up our stuff, and then we can just focus on, you know, future teching, which would be nice. This looks pretty good. We could boost our gold output a little bit. Not really necessary. Let's see if we can get Halicarnassus. We've got 2 turns on that. That'd be pretty nice. I'm going to come this way and this way. Just kind of investigate this a little more. How is our stuff looking? We are nearing the end. We need 3 more altars. So there is that. We're working on this one. Everything's looking pretty decent. We're almost there on this. So, yeah, now we might get a few more gold buildings, kind of secure that a little bit. So we're looking okay. I do kind of want to take a look at our... Okay, so you are attacking... Yep, that is unfortunate. Terracotta, I'm pretty sure that has been built. We'll go ahead and investigate that. I'm pretty sure that's out of the way. Yeah, and then, yeah, those are already gone. It's fine. I just want the settlement limit, and then we'll come through and kind of finish up. Honestly, I probably should have kept going for Monk's Mound and things like that. Sanchi Stupa is still available. Okay, so they're probably going for like Anchor Watts and things like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So we'll just have to deal with it. Narrative Choice, 150 Science. Don't mind if I do. I actually didn't need that, but hey, we'll take it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we could steal this tile. For now, actually, I'm just going to take these. Yeah, let's take these wonderful reefs. I need to take these reefs. They're beautiful. 3 Science apiece. Great stuff. All right, Kawaji, who we've acquired. Let's get a resource capacity in the capital to really kind of bump us up. And there's our 4. We should be trading with them. Oh, yep, there we go. So we got a trade range as well. Needs slotted, so can we slot? We do have an academy. Perfect. Plug those in. Lovely. So we're at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. We should build up a military. I'm going to keep holding off on that. Luckily, we got Tecumseh here back to this. Let's see if we can offer him a little bit of science, maybe. Science? We want to do some science with him. Does appear he is the lowest. Well, actually, Teach is. And we actually have people that are higher than us on science. We're at 180. He's at 190. Yep. So, that is interesting. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try to get Tecumseh to like us a little bit more. There we go. There's the research collab. Beautiful. So that's going to boost us up to 190. And looks like Xerxes still having a bit of a tough time. So let's friend of way him. So that will bump us up to a lovely 237. Much better. Much better. All right, let's secure more money. And we can be Ming. That's great. And now let's boost that money, shall we? Lovely. Lovely. Daughter of the Sun. Challenge complete. That's good. I don't even know what that challenge was for, but we got it. All right. So that looks good. We got some dies for happiness if we need it. Yeah, looking pretty solid. Wow, I'm just looking at our capital, 58 science. And in our next city, we'll get that up a little bit, but 3 is not, he's not looking too hot. Our capital is looking magnificent, though. Ooh, another scientific attribute. Do not mind if I do. Oh, never mind, it's the first one. Well, I'll take it. It's more science for us. All right, yeah, you need to get out of here, bud. You causing problems that we cannot allow, okay? Fella Loa did nothing to you. So you need to leave. Falave, I definitely want to mess with. Let's see here. So we got a 2, and actually I realized this is a 3. So this is a solid tile. The only spot we would really want to put stuff would be here. And then we can have a double, triple. So that's kind of nice. So let's see what we can put down. We can get a harbor. We can get a saw pit. We can get a brickyard. Okay, yeah, because both of those. Let's go ahead, secure. Looks like a brickyard would be the next viable option. So I'm just going to plug that in for now. All right, little extra there, because Falave will come out this way. What do we have here? 50 XF's happiness. Oh, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus has been secured. Oh, and we saw a great lighthouse in the background there. That was actually... I do kind of like how they build these sometimes, and you could see some wonders and stuff in the far-off distance. I like that. A vast tomb lies over me in Halicarnassus, of such dimensions, of such exquisite beauty, as no other shade can boast. Lucian of Samosata. Beautiful. So we got that. That's actually very good for us to have. And there's a population in all of our cities. And production in all of our wonders for next stage. Alright, so city-wise, let's get that secured. Yeah, let's take a solid 4-4. This will probably be a science tile forever. Alright, now that we're looking at this, let's secure some productions and sciences. Definitely want this in Tonga. Ugh. Alright, yeah, there we go. Future tech away. Now we do want to get building. We need to get building. So we need a library here. We got to get stuff going. So I'm going to go ahead and secure our lovely 4 on that. Sadly, we won't get anything on the Langi, but that's fine. All right, so that's set up. We got everything else set up. We need a lighthouse for sure. We got a 6. We got a 6, 6. Got a 7 here. Yeah, we'll lose out on that 3 science, but that... Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do 1 extra gold because this is a base of 4. We'll just do a 6. Solid 6 over here. Market we'll definitely need. See, there we go. We'll come back on the markets. I'll probably do this because we would rather have stuff in the water. And might as well garden that. So we'll do that. Let's leave this alone for now. Kind of let it build up. Unless we want to go for Colosseum. Which I know it's funny I did all this. And we could prep Colosseum. I would actually be okay with this Colosseum. I will actually shoot for that. So we will shoot for this Colosseum. Which is funny to say. After prepping all this stuff. Alright, so let's try Colosseum here, because the fact it's available for us is quite crazy. Let's go for a 2-4-3 as well. We're probably going to steal some tiles from Taloa, but that's fine, because he's not even working them, so I don't even care. Alright, you've made it. You get to sit there and think about what you did, which is nothing. You're doing a great job. Alright, that takes care of that little business. Ooh, I see something over here. I want a settler. I do. Cost me 600 gold, though. I want this, though. I feel like we haven't looked at enough of the map, and this guy looks like he could do just that. All right, so 50 on that. What are we going next? That's right, we're going to get this tile. Beautiful mine shaft here. We are competing probably for Colosseum, I would suppose. I would think we're kind of tied with Amina on that. All right, Falove, you're going to keep growing because I like what you're doing. In fact, I'm going to try to save my money. Can we get another purchase in here or something? All right, doesn't look like it. We're going to wait. And I know we need those step pyramids. Don't get me wrong. I have not forgotten about those. But I want to get those, like, at the end of the age. You know? Kind of put those down to shoot us forward is what I'm thinking. All right, let's get you over here. Ooh. Not a bad little fishing area we could work with if we wanted to. All right, we're going to agree to this. We're up to 604. I think that's enough to boost something down, maybe. No, we need like 800. All right, we're going to hold on to our cash, see if we can do something here, but I think Amina will be beating us to this, which is not a surprise. Like, we went to Colosseum very late. All right, she's looking... We're looking about the same. Which kind of worries me. All right, so we're in Lapaha again. Oh, apparently we had a little bit of trouble. Let's fix that. I like my boats. They are beautiful boats. They're the best boats in the world. All right, we got some stuff to build here, so let's build away. Villas would be pretty nice. I'm thinking. So we could put a double here, and we got a triple over here. So I'm thinking how we want to go about that. I do want to chart the stars. We can get a few more altars out of this. Plus it's 5 innovations. So let's go ahead and chart the stars first. Then I say we do the big numbers next to the mountain. So I'm thinking we go with, you know, a 7 on that. Go with our, where's it at? Our arena over here. And then I'm thinking monument. Bring that over here. Oh, that's a good monument too. But yeah, I'm thinking monument and villa right here. Since we're going to lose our adjacencies eventually, let's kind of go with that. All right, what do we got? Still growing. We pretty much finished our growth. Yeah, you can definitely not reach this. I could head out one more. Now that we've got this secure, let's go ahead and take care of this. A little extra production and stuff. I almost bought a saw pit, but I'm gonna wait. All right, so yeah, we just got to slot resources. We just need the slots. It's the only issue. All right, we're gonna come over here. You're still healing. Let's get you exploring out this way. We found some distant lands we can kind of work with next age right above us, which is great. All right, so we did miss out on our Colosseum. That's not a surprise. It is what it is. We're just going to roll with it. That was just a want. It wasn't a need. So that worked out pretty well. All right, let's see who we got up here that we could say hi to. And since we saved all that money, I'm going to go ahead and buy a settler with it, and we're going to go to a secure blue hole here, just to at least have that in our pocket, you know, because I think we deserve at least that much. All right, yep, let's get you out over here. It's going to be on fresh water, too. I love a freshwater coastal. Always a beautiful choice. All right, not bad at all. Let's keep exploring. That's right, we can't embark. I almost thought about it, but we can't. We can only look around. Hopefully this boat will leave us alone. I know it won't. Oh, it did. Beautiful. All right, well, let's move up and acquire this then. I will definitely take the food. Food's been a little lacking. All right, do we want more food in our settlements? Or I could take 200 gold. That'd push us up to 800. I could buy something. I say we buy something, huh? And I'm just going to throw this in. There we go. So, back to what we were doing. I think it is time to move around some cash. We need one. We're about to get the other settle, so we can actually think about settling again. Falave, I definitely feel we're close to doing some things with you. So let's go ahead and get a harbor. All right. And we'll get a saw pit. Don't know if I want a granary yet or not. I'm not opposed to it. Sadly, we don't have much in the way of resource adjacencies, but we're here for the culture in Falave. That's what we want. All right. Oh, that's right. We can get through here. Well, let's explore a little bit. Yeah, very sandwiched area for this age, I must say. It was not another interesting map. Not as weird looking as the last one we played. That was all over the place, but you know, it's something. Future tech unlock. That's good. All right, we got some stuff over here. Also very close for our pal. All right, let's get that out of the way. Please move. Gosh. All right, there we go. We've entered the crisis. That's another thing to think about. All right, let's secure our productions out here. It's kind of our goal at this place. Falave, actually, I'm ready. Yeah, let's go ahead and convert you. You have great production, so let's make the most of it. Let's see here. We don't have much in the way of coastal that we can work with, do we? Looks like we might have a 2 here that we can work with, maybe. Sorry, not that one. Let's take a look at the other one. All right, so we got a 2 culture we can take off, which I'm all for. So let's at least get that one. Beautiful. We'll at least secure that. Well, we'll start with the first one. All right, so there's that. We do need to get some other things up and running. We would need a lighthouse. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably. All right, there we go. We're growing again. Oh, right, because of the ability. Let's go ahead and just secure some more productions. If we do that, we'll be able to acquire this one from Mua, so it'll be fine. Sure, combat strength, go ahead. Have some fun. All right, we got Diplo point we can really get into. Another tradition slot would be pretty good. Befriending independence would also be pretty nice for us to have. And, oh, you know what? Yeah, because that'll get us to our culture and science, because we're all about being friendly with city-states, even though I do blow them up. All right, apparently Xerxes is not having it. What are you unhappy about? Dislikes those that have as many or more trade routes than him. I don't know if it's any other reason besides that. I'm really not trading with people, which I should be. Ooh, -3 in settlements you did not found, so that means nothing to me. With unfulfilled resource capacity, perfect. Yeah, this is great. This means nothing to me because... Oh, now it means something. There is a slot there. All right, Falave, you need production. So let's steal some production from the capital. There you go. And, you know, just give you some of those. We'll push our culture by about 3 points. Let's, do we want to push our science more? I don't think we should. Let's actually boost our food. I want a bit more people. Oh, we only have 2 warehouse buildings? Really? That's a little surprising. All right, well, for 2 food, scratch that then. I'd rather have just 2 food and 2 happiness then. Or, better yet... You know what? Scratch all that. We'll just take 5 happiness. So we're just down 4 production. Not a big deal. Yeah, we can use that into Falave. And then once we get some markets and stuff, we can help boost things a bit more. All right. Yeah, I'm going to park you here, I think. We're going to keep you on alert there. All right, so I think we're not wandered out yet, but I can't reach them. So it doesn't really help me. Have 4 wonders in a settlement with 40 happiness. Well, look at that. So next stage, I can have 1 culture for every 5 excess happiness. And settlements I've founded. That's actually kind of nice. Let's secure more happiness. Over here, let's... nope, we want to keep those open. I can take this one, though. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3... Yep, it'd be right on the edge. Not that it really matters, but that's kind of where we're at. I think I want to set all these up for gold. Except for Tolola. Because I'll be able to get a lighthouse regardless. In Tolola. Which I am thinking about. Alright, so let's get in here. We pretty much need to just get through our stuff. What's this do? Generates culture. Oh, right. All right, Anchor Wat and Monk's Mound. We'll try to go for Monk's Mound. I don't really see... Oh, actually, we need literacy. We need to get those points. Most of this I don't care about. I really don't have enough units for this to matter. So, did something else pop? Oh, right, we got dyes. All right, moving on. Let's kind of investigate just a bit more. There we go. Don't have to worry about getting attacked right now, so that's beautiful. All right, we've made it. And we've secured it, and we can be Daviet if we wish. And I'm going to tell you now, we don't wish that. Secure that. Get me a wonderful fishing key. Where do I want to go with this? Let's head out this way. Yeah, just a little extra. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll secure all blue hole here. All right, there's Monk's Mound. Okay, yep, figured that would happen. Build 7 wonders, so Mina and I both acquired that situation. All right, I'm not bad on culture. Really, we just got to make sure our science is really good, and so far it is. Wonderful. All right, we just need more people liking us. Hopefully that can happen. All right, let's move on. Ah, perfect. Yeah, let's see what's over here. Not a bad little island, I guess. Definitely see some good areas up here, and it would be pretty easy to leapfrog up to that distant land for us, so that's good. Let's go ahead and just secure this, so we have the whole tile. Yeah, and now these reefs are going to be fantastic for us, because they're going to give us 2 culture on top of the 3 science, which is insane. All right. Okay, we found something for our guy to head towards. Beautiful. Go that way. Have 18 empire resources, good for you, Tecumseh. All right, now we're over here. Do we want another specialist? And the answer is maybe. But then I see these tiles, and I want to say no, because look at that. Holy cow, look at that. Granted, we are going to lose some production next stage because the altars don't have that ability, but that is what it is. Melahave, let's get you the crabs. You'll have a few more buildings. It'll be fine. As for this, we're going to keep moving. Probably want to bring that Kalia back here after a little bit. Oh, double whammy. That's perfect. All right, first study philosophy was Amina, which makes sense. All right, 2 food. All right, maybe we change some policies a little bit. I mean, I could, you know what? Yeah, we can drop that production now. Let's get some food and settlements. Just a little extra that we can kind of work off of. Ooh, what do we get here? So 100 happiness for the next celebration, but minus 100% science. I'll actually take that just because of how much science we have. So yeah, there we go. Wow, we actually still have science. Even though we lost 100% of the science, we're still making science. Ridiculous. All right, okay. What we got? Oh, let's see if we can sneak in there and kind of see a bit more of the map. You're still moving. That's good. We're at 939. That's actually really great. So let me talk to... Oh, yes, Falaloa. Okay, so I can get villas everywhere, which we will do. I'm going to set you up to a trade outpost, though. That way I can get this market that's insanely good. Oh, both are 7s. Well, I want to come out here. And we need that lighthouse at some point. But that'll work. So there we go. Also, Falaloa now has more resources. Taloa we can see about changing shortly. All right, so I'm actually going to give you... Oh, there we go. We can just get a bit more science. Actually, you know what? No. Get me some happiness. Let's shoot the happiness up a bit, huh? All right, so not bad at all, I would say. Looking pretty good. All right, there's Herodotus. So we can have a 25 relationship change with endeavors, which is not a bad idea. Keeping people happy and on our side. All right, let's go ahead and secure this one, I guess, just to have full use here. We do need another settle. Do we have enough for a guy? We will next turn. So I might save that. Let's see, -6 happiness in towns or cities, -1 influence of settlements I've founded. This kind of defeats my purpose. Although we do make... Oh, we actually don't make that much influence, do we? Oh, let's just take the -6 in cities. It shouldn't be a real big deal. Everybody should stay relatively happy. All right, let's hop in here. Maybe we'll get lucky and someone will make their people so unhappy that I take another thing. Gold for -100 science. At this stage, no. I'd rather just have the 50 celebration. Of codices, yeah, I do have to do a few things still. All right, let's grow our city. Let's take this production for now. We're about to have a lighthouse. That'll be handy. We do have a spot for more codices. Perfect. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're down 1. We need 1 more spot for them. Let's head out this way. And let's head in here just to see this lovely lake. Okay. Not bad at all. Get me... All right, you're going to grow in 2 turns. I'll allow it. Get me a light... Oh, 936. That's expensive. Oh, right. We have our altar abilities, too. I keep forgetting that. So let's get an altar in here. You need an altar. Yeah, we'll just do that. I think I have 1 more altar option, so we might as well put it here. Actually, that's the best spot, because I'm getting production out of it. And we can do the piety ability if we need to. Lovely. Okay, back to what we were doing. I kind of do want to prep you for something. Let me just think here. Do I want to make a purchase now? I don't think I do. Oh, I do need this harbor. I actually will grab that. Yeah, that'll be more production. Okay, I'll leave that be for now. All right, there's that. I should actually take a look, seeing how my score is with everybody. How about we take a look at that, huh? All right, 10th place for economics. That's not a surprise. I haven't really been going for that. I need to up that ante. I'm not trading. I'm not slotting. Military, surprising for me. I'm surprised I'm 4th place on scientific. That's a little interesting. I'm wondering why Machiavelli... Oh, I'll be 1st place soon enough. I just realized. I know exactly what's going on. Come in here. This right here. That's 5 innovation I'm missing. And then I just need to keep spamming the future tech. So, yep, we figured it out. Okay, as for you, let's go ahead and just secure... Oh, yeah, that's fishing. Let's secure that. And then Taloa, you're done. I'm going to make you a... Oh, you don't have an altar? Let's secure that. Okay. Now I'm going to set you to a fishing town. Why are you not... All right, that's not cool. What's going on here? Why is this broken? All right, there we go. We fixed that. Now let's go back. Let's try this again. All right, that's annoying me. I'm just going to next turn this. Unhappy citizens in... Why are you unhappy? Well, let's fix that right now. Why are you unhappy? All right, so -3. I don't know how you got unslotted on anything. There we go. Anybody else need a slot? Are you you're telling me I built a lighthouse and they immediately got upset? That's annoying. That's kind of dumb. I will admit that is kind of dumb. I should have been able to slot that before anything happened. All right, now it got built. Oh, Anchor Watt. Yeah, there's a few wonders left to pick up. So Mina's going to kind of beat us in that regard for a little bit. All right, 200 gold immediately is a yes. And I will take, we'll take unit maintenance, I guess. Oh, my bad. No. I'm going to take the production. Gets us a little more culture. All right, let's head over this way. This will be our distant lands thing to look at. And we got to kind of think what we're going to do for next age. I'm kind of curious what my options should be. Should I go with Hawaii and start getting those ocean tiles real nice? Or should we skip the Hawaii and should we stay Tonga and keep going? I don't know. I'm curious what I should really go for. Because I'll admit, Tonga is actually pretty strong. I'm just wondering how strong it is without those certain abilities, you know? Let's grab the science first. I do kind of want to just grab all this, but at the same time, I don't want to expand too far. Speaking of which, we do need our settler before the age ends. I want to get to 8. So let's secure that. Falave has some stuff it can do. Yeah, it's not much. We only have the 1 production spot. Or the 1 adjacency, my bad. So we're going to ignore that for now, and we're actually just going to focus on getting these rolling. So let's get that out of the way. Need a monument here, and we'll put an arena with it. And then we have to finish those to get out to there. Let's see here. A lighthouse would make sense, so would a market. I'd probably just do... Yeah, they're doubles regardless. Might do a market there, probably. But since we're getting close to the end of the age, I want to keep an eye on this, you know, really see what's going on. Yeah, we'll just use him to explore, I guess. Sadly, this age will end rather quick on us. So there is that going for us. Or against us. Alright, there's Nalanda, which was built forever ago since, you know, Antiquity. Let's grab this tile. There we go. So now, Falave doesn't have to worry about that stuff. Citizenship 2. Yeah, that's all that. Really, it doesn't matter which way we go. So let's go ahead and secure... Oh, what's this do? Oh, production on where? Oh, we need this. That's our other ability. That's actually pretty helpful. Alright. Let's just grab happiness. I think that's going to be our goal for now until we get more stuff. Is just to really boost happiness. Oh, we can get science on... Oh, we don't need that. We really don't need that right now. Okay, so you have a off spot, which is weird. So 1, 2, 3. And I can go for like maybe a settle here or here. Be a very tight area to work with. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let me investigate right there. That might be worth it. It's going to be in between everybody, so that's kind of a weird location, but we make do. We make do. Okay, so looks like we kind of have like a... I wish I'd explored that a bit more. Alright, I could get another guy. Let's go ahead and do that. I am going to purchase another person. The scouting will be very helpful for next age, because I think we probably will go with Hawaii. I need to do Earth circles as well. So Lapaha, you're finishing up your last stuff. This looks perfect. And then we'll go with Spherical Earth. All right, so yep, get in the water there. I want to explore this land. I know I should have grabbed more guys again, but it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. All right, so kind of curious how everybody settled. Very massive land mass here, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we got our garden. We got all that. I definitely... Okay, yep, I already have that. Good. So all that's really left is... Well, we can do... Yeah, we need blacksmith and academy. That's what we need. So 12. Yeah, let's do a 12 here. Academy on top. That'll be perfect. Where would we put a monument and villa? I do not know. I will just have to investigate that. That is influence we would want to have, though. Oh, gold. That'll probably be treasure next age. Yeah, I want to explore this option as much as possible. All right, let's get over there. Okay. Oh, Amina has decided not to like me as much anymore. I don't like that. All right, we're at 230. Are we still doing our influences? We are not. So queen away. Oh, it's up to 90 now. I don't like that. Or up to 100, I mean. Who has the lowest? I'm at 280. Everybody else is kind of rocking a 200 as well. Oh, here we go. 153. We'll chat him up. Try to get him in the know. And you're at 190. Yeah, let's shoot Amina. It looks like she's getting kind of leader agenda. What's her agenda? Those with settlements in desert or plains. Well, I guess we have a few of those. Let's send her a little bit of this. Try to bring her back up to helpful, huh? That's kind of our goal. Let's go ahead and secure this science. That's science we can work with forever. Oh, and there's a tradition slot right there. Although I don't know how helpful that's going to be right now, but we got it. So it is what it is. I will definitely take 6 culture. I mean, he's offering it for free. What else we got? Oh, both leaders. Yep. It's fine with me. Wonderful. So we have another slot we really don't need to do anything with. We are building a science building, so let's grab that. Let's run away from that. Okay, a lot of good resource allocation up here for us. All right, perfect. Loving what I'm seeing. We will lose those hides, which will be a downfall, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, we wouldn't be able to acquire those anyway. All right, future tech again. That shot us to 92. Chart the stars. Good for him. Yep, 9% of the age left. That's secure. Okay, expansionist. I think we're kind of more of a smaller side on growth rate, I'm going to admit. I think we're kind of more focused on our city growth. All right, take me there to Kampala. Apparently we can trade with them. Minus 10 in my capital. I'll take that and take minus 6 in towns. That should even out, I would think. Okay, yeah, explore this just a bit more. Just any more scouting we can finish off with in the age would be beautiful. Also, we have 1,000. There's a few more things I want to grab. That's Xerxes. There we go. Taloa, get me a lighthouse. We are going to lose this adjacency. There's 2 free merchants. That's nice. All right, let's boost this even more so we can send the food elsewhere. Actually, I'll drop that one. Let's grab this. There we go. All right, so that works. Even though we'll lose the adjacency, that's still 4 base gold we will be able to use the whole time. So, as for you, you will also be a fishing town. I'll prep you for that. All right. Father Lois still needs the lighthouse, but that'll happen. All right. 92%. We're almost there. I need to finish off Lapaha first. All right. +1 food. Did anything break? Oh, it sure did. There we go. Fix that. All right. You're still showing that. I don't like it. Whatever. Okay. So we got our merchants. I'm wondering if we should hold on to these guys for next age. Goodness. Kilokofa firing off. You know what? Yeah, we're going to sleep these guys. We're going to use them next age. All right. So now we got this. Okay. Yeah, not bad. It's definitely going to make these guys mad, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right. So there's our 8 settlements if we wish to use that later. As for abilities, yeah, let's secure the rubies first, I guess. Yeah, let's secure the rubies. And we're not connected, so let's try to connect again. Will you take it? All right, so it's just bugged. That's fine. All right. Yep, a little bit of both. So if we can get out here, we have to get to here. To put in our fishing key is the only downside. So let's put in a brickyard. All right. We got to put one more thing in later. You should at least have rubies. Okay, good. That'll work. All right, lovely. Lovely. Oh, I'm starting to wonder if this is actually connected. This might not be distant lands. Oh, there's the redwoods. Another beautiful wonder to look at. All right, so there's our one guy still going nuts. We're being attacked, but we're just going to run away. So that's our goal. We're just going to run away slowly but surely. All right, let's grow our city. All right, Takamatongo. I could use that, but no. Let's go with some of this. Try to get some more production. Now that I know what all this is, Oh, I gotta get those sciences first. These are the best. All right. Yeah, playing Tongo and finding Blue Hole. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. All right. I'm gonna hit this just to see if we can finish those off. Yeah, probably because I settled next to them. I'd be mad too. Production on warehouse buildings. Yep, there we go. Plug that in. That should hopefully get us a bit more gold and everything else. All right, so that's Arna. Looks like this might be considered distant. We'll find out. All right, more stuff unlocked. Even if it's not, I do want to be up here. All right, yep, you're still attacking me. It's kind of lame. It's a escape. Lata River. There's the 10 turns. All right, got that plugged back in. Luckily, we will have our spherical earth, so that'll be good. Yep, they're both mad because of what I did. I mean, to be fair, that makes total sense. Hello. There we go. All right, okay, this guy's dead. Might as well just go out with a bang. All right, should be able to acquire that. Yeah, let me see if this is actually connected or not. Maybe not. All right, this might be distant lands. We might be able to make some work here. All right, there goes that. That's unfortunate. You know, it is what it is. Just got to take the lumps. Got to take it. All right, let's go ahead and secure these. Just kind of... Oh, I didn't realize there was rice up there that we can make use of. Okay, let's do a granary right there. Now I can get my fishing key in and my harbor. And we're connected now. So, perfect. All right. Just going to run it. Just going to run it as is. I'm happy with it. All right. Yep, this is distant lands. Perfect. I'm glad. That's really good. All right, so 60 science for 50 gold. We don't need science at this stage. I'll take 20 food, though. I will definitely want to settle this. I'd make settlers, but it doesn't really matter because I need to unlock... What would I need to unlock again? I need to unlock a certain ability to do it, so it'd be some time before I had to get over there anyway. On the other side, which is unfortunate, I am kind of low on cash, so that is a bit of an annoyance. Oh, I can't get into... Interesting. I'm going to check that one more time. Surprised it wouldn't let me go through the water here. Is this considered embarking? Oh, there's the astronomy. Good. We definitely needed that. Oh, that's considered embarking. Okay, good to know. All right, next on our list, let's go ahead and get some... Oh, we can get some science out of this if we wanted. Take the production, though. All right, what did we get here? Oh, scientific. Ooh, this would be perfect for next age. I know the masteries would too, but I like what we're working with here. All right, Lapaha, we've accomplished our goals. So that is all done. We could plug in... Yeah, let's go ahead and just get a lovely... garden. Apparently we can put baths in. Wow, we really don't have use for saw pits and brickyards, do we? I mean, a little bit. Yeah, sadly our downfall here is that we're kind of more geared towards placing down stuff on land. So all of our production comes from the water. So there is that. All right. Yeah, let's do the garden. I would also like to build up a little bit of a military. Right there. Might need another guy. I don't think we have enough turns for that, though. I think we're going to be a little shy on the turn count for that. All right, so what else we got? Yeah, we got 6 turns left. Yeah, that's not really going to be a big boost for us to work on. All right, let's get that. It'll probably work this. The one downside with Machiavelli, which we will have to be careful of, so I'm going to take advantage of that now, is he can war us at any time. So that is... something to think about. Hopefully, he's just going to go through and deal with Gilgamesh, but still, we have to be wary of that. All right, there's that. 200 gold immediately. We finally make more than 200 gold. Finally. I'm going to take it, though, because I'm working towards... Oh, I'll take some imported resources. Actually, I'm importing a lot, apparently. All right, so we have monuments and villas. And that's about the only thing I want to build is monuments and villas. All right, so I think I might go right there. We could work something in here and there. So yeah, let's go here. I want these for the influence that we can use next stage. All right, so Falave is done with those 2. If I could get a few more, that'd be great. Let me see here. Where are you at? Oh, did we get them? No, we did not get them all. I know I'm blind. Where's it at? Oh, okay, there it is. Amphitheater. Yeah, I want an amphitheater and I want a villa. Like, those are my 2 things that I want. I don't think I'm going to have enough turns for that. I'm going to have to purchase something. So if I could purchase the villa, that would be ideal. Looks like they don't want to give that to me. 1044. I could do it next turn. All right. I'm fine with that because I think I have enough turns left to purchase the... or to build the amphitheater. Let me find out. All right, that's some good stuff. All right, how many turns do we have left? Is it enough is the question. Exactly 5 turns left. Okay, perfect. We have enough time. All right, now we could get some productions going, which makes the brickyards and stuff more viable, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, yeah, these productions out here are pretty nice. I'm going to take this 6 culture, though. Yep, I'm going to take that. That's always going to be a good adjacency that we will always have. All right, let's get rid of those. Let's put you up here. Oh, before we hit next turn, let's go ahead and buy our villa, which will at least have us an idea of cash on what else to spend in the next few turns. Yeah, let's put that in. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I need to see about my codices next turn here, because... Oh, I also need to see where this horse is going to appear. Right there? Okay, well, then I want my commander here, because I want everything in this commander. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Apparently unlocked something. That's looking fine to me, so we'll just X out of that. I will take 100 culture. Doesn't do much, but it's something, I guess. That was a nice little island he founded. All right, let's set you to auto. This looks about done, really, so that's good. Before we hit next turn, let's plug that in. And beautiful, we got the library, so we get great work slots on science buildings and 2 science on great works, if we go that route. Is there anything else we would want to do? Or try to grab. Maybe not. The espionage actions, that's whatever. We could do one more trade route. That's... I don't care about getting 2 free merchants, though. One more resource. That would be a resource capacity in all settlements next stage. Nope, not really. I just like having gold buildings because the base yield is always nice to have, regardless of the situation. Have 4 happy settlements that were conquered. Well, I haven't conquered anything, so that means nothing to me. Oh, if I had at least plus 30... I could have done specialist limit, which actually I should have focused on this a bit more. I don't focus on specialists in Antiquity, and that might be my downfall. This That's an okay if we get it, whatever. If we don't improve one time, oh yeah, we only found one wonder we could actually work on. These don't really mean anything at this stage because their return on investment is so low since we're almost done with the age. Yeah, it's just the investment is so low on return, it doesn't matter. All right, yeah, I don't like this, so I'm going to get a guy set up in here at least. Yeah, get an archer. Should at least cover that situation. Ah, look at that. He settled around me. Settling in 3 turns. Could I get that a little sooner? I could, but I'm not gonna mess my town up to do things. I just don't like doing that. We could get 4 culture, that'll always be there. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that 4 culture. All right, as for you, let's definitely acquire these. I'm glad I grabbed what I could, so that way no one can get blue hole but me. I have all of the slots around it. Looks like he was building something. Disappeared. That's weird. All right, good job having a Midas touch, Machiavelli, I guess. I don't know how to feel about that. Right, there's that. Yeah, luckily we're in an alliance. I don't have to denounce his military presence. So that's kind of nice. Well, or more like I can't. That's fair. More like I can't. All right, we have an army commander that's at least full of stuff, so that'll be helpful. We will have to be careful of Tecumseh next stage. I just want to secure this just to be that guy. So he has to go through my empire. So basically he has to stay in alliance with me or go around me. All right, we only have like 1 or 2 turns. Maybe I do a research initiative. I don't think it'll be enough, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. Falave. Anything we can snag out in 2 turns, maybe? Granary's not really worth it. Market. Oh, I forgot about my step pyramids. I forgot to be buying these. These are actually really good. Oh, man, I messed that up. Okay. Now let's snag a few of these while we can. I completely forgot about my step pyramids. Luckily, not many places can build them, but still. Oh, I'll definitely take a 3 happiness. I can make 1 more. Can you make step pyramids? No. So the only other place would be Lapaha. Can't make them either. Okay, we're good. We're getting a little bit of extra science next stage. Nothing too crazy. In fact, how about you build me another step pyramid? Yeah, I would be okay with that. That's a 1 area, so we really don't have to worry about that one. All right, let's auto-explore you. I'm probably going to lose all my scouts next stage because they'll be in the water just dying. That'll be unfortunate. All right, final turn. All right, Antiquity's coming to an end. We could remain Tonga, and while I like the idea, we will not be doing that. The reason being is, yeah, the 2 influence. Okay, so it would upgrade to 2 influence on the palace and city halls. Okay. I get a free trade route for, yep, that's the same. And trade routes can cross ocean without taking damage. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's not bad. Then there's Hawaii, where we get happiness and culture on marine terrain, which is just nuts. Which is what I do want. And then there's Halakaway, of course. And then there's the Majabit, which gets us culture buildings. We get a specialist limit. And if we transition away, the specialist limit goes away. In all honesty, I think Hawaii's our next best choice. Tonga sounds fun to continue, but Tonga's cool ability is just Antiquity. You know, being able to see distant lands. So I say we go with Hawaii, because we're about to get a ton of culture that will prop us up, because we don't really have any culture adjacencies we can work with. So we're definitely going to pick Hawaii. Yep, we got the Loikalo we can mess with. There's these guys, and then here's our stuff, so we can get food, we can get production, we can get more food. Just a ton of food and stuff, so I like that. So yeah, we'll go with Hawaii here. I'm definitely keeping the 15 science and 15 happiness per age in an alliance, because that's now 30. And we can drop the Diplo point, though. We don't really need that. I think, in fact, we can switch it up and go with something else. I'm just trying to see what it would be here. I'm trying to see what looks good. Oh, how about we just do a growth rate in our cities? We want specialists. That's our goal. So I think this would be a perfect complement to each other. Is there anything else we would really want? This doesn't really mean anything to me. It's a good boost in culture, but we're going to get that almost immediately as Hawaii, so that doesn't even matter. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the go-to. Social policies in your government. We don't really need that happiness. I mean, that's a good way to be very, very happy, but I think we work with what we got. That'd be a good boost of what we're doing. So just checking to make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, I say we go with that. Growth rate in cities and keep on trucking with this. So there we go. Before we transition, I think we do have a bit of gold left. You were building a step pyramid, so can you, finish building that, please? I think that should be allowed. 4 gold. It was 4 gold. That's funny. All right, let's get the one into Loa. All right, there we go. Just a nice little extra science we can work with. All right. I wanted to get more lighthouses and stuff. It just didn't work out that way. So it is what it is. And, well, yeah, let's go ahead and transition. So there we have it. That's Antiquity, Himiko, and Tonga. Classic. And we're just going to keep chatting people up and getting a bunch of science for being friendly with everyone. So there we go. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.